like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
No me hagan mostrar, a la buena el mejor, a la mala normal. Yo no sé de rapear, Capi pone en la pista y yo empiezo a tirar. Yo no vine a inventar, pegado en la UCI, pegado en la TAN. Mala mía, manito, es que como yo no hay otro igual. ¿Qué tal? El tiempo te lo estoy cambiando, 50 formas de seguir facturando. El género cambia, balato y lo parto. Tranquilo que este flow yo te lo reparto. Que te alto, que de plata estoy abasto. Pero celebrando que estamos ganando. La vida es un, si no me entiendes, googlea lo que estoy tirando. Para que tú no me sigas envidiando. Alto.
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming. Let them come.
Impossible. My calculations are flawless. What exactly could have brought us to this ruined world?
We cannot die here. We have gone through countless worlds and passed by death countless times. We must unite. My friend, you must hold on.
This place is way more dangerous than we thought.
I need more time.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming.
How about we make a deal, stranger?
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Yeah, no me hagan mostrar. A la buena el mejor, a la mala normal. Yo no sé de rapear. Capi pone en la pista y yo empiezo a tirar. Yo no vine a inventar. Pegado en la UCI, pegado en la TAN. Mala mía, manito, es que como yo no hay otro igual. ¿Qué tal? El tiempo te lo estoy cambiando. 50 formas de seguir facturando. El género cambia, balato y lo parto. Tranquilo que este flow yo te lo reparto. Que te alto, la vida de plata estoy abasto. Prende la mano celebrando que estamos ganando. La vida es un si no me entiendes, googlea lo que estoy tirando. No pares para que tú no me sigas envidiando. Alto.
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming. Let them come.
Impossible. My calculations are flawless. What exactly could have brought us to this ruined world?
We cannot die here. We have gone through countless worlds and passed by death countless times. We must unite. My friend, you must hold on.
This place is way more dangerous than we thought.
I need more time.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming.
How about we make a deal, stranger?
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Maligayang pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile Philippines Championship presented by Sony. Today is the final day of the playoffs where we will crown the kings of the Philippines. Will we see a surprise or will the kings of all prove their worth as always? My name's AJ, I'm the Mustachio, down here with the amazing Coach Jericho to bring you all of the craziest of action from today. Welcome back, Jericho.
Thanks for having me, AJ. This is it, the final day, where dreams are going to be made and, one team. One team is going to say goodbye and two are going to go through that next qualifier, AJ. It's going to be a crazy day. Yeah. We already saw Phantasma being eliminated And now we also see that Smart Omega already qualified for that next stage, just waiting there already.
Yeah.
Has that extra life if they need to, and we're gonna have a rematch actually against PDR versus Ultimate E Pro. So a lot of something. I don't know. We might see an upset, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, the same here, right? Because Smart Omega, if anything, have proven to be so dominant within the competition. They are clean all the way through, right? They have not dropped a single match in the competition. And the probability of them actually having to invoke that extra grand finals is just really low compared to PDR or Ultimate E Pro based on what they have been able to show us in the competition so far against, you know, the likes of Smart Omega or anyone that has taken them so far, right? So just like you've mentioned earlier on, we had 16 teams. 4 of them made it through to this stage, Jericho. Phantasma, one of them, but unfortunately, we do not have them anymore. They got kicked out in day 1 of the playoffs, and we are only left with PDR Esports, Ultimate E Pro, as well as Smart Omega.
Yeah, all these 4 great teams fighting for it, but we only have 3 now. And honestly, that performance of Phantasma, it could have been better, AJ, but it just came down to those unfortunate circumstances. You know, they had to go up against Smart Omega, and then you still had to play one more game, which, you know, it really, the fatigue kicked in for Phantasma, and then PDR just ran away, and I mean, PDR took it home against Ultimate E Pro. And now they have to rematch again. But the AJ, here is the prize pool breakdown for the Philippines Championship. For that first place, it's going to be 330,000 pesos. Second place will get 250,000 pesos. Third will get 150K. And for the fourth place, we'll get 100K. And for the fifth to the eighth, you'll get 40,000 pesos. A lot of money, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. The biggest prize pool so far that the Philippines has seen within Call of Duty Mobile itself. And it's only growing, right? We are going to be seeing way more from Garena in the future. The World Championship 2021, technically, it's the first one ever for Call of Duty Mobile after what happened to us last year. We couldn't witness it. And that is one of the driving forces as well behind Smart Omega. This time, it's not just for themselves. It's not just about reigning supreme in the Philippines. This time, it's for Kia, Jericho.
Yes, that is true. You know, rest in peace, one of the greatest coaches in Call of Duty. And this is they haven't lost a single map, AJ, as you mentioned. And you know, they might be able to win this without, you know, just go completely 0 losses. And it's just amazing how they've been playing perfect from perfection. Everything was going well. They can't lose a single thing. But we look at the bracket here, AJ, you know, match number 5. We're going to start off with that one. It's going to be lower bracket final. PDR Esports versus Ultimate E Pro. The winner of that will go to the grand final. But not only that, will also qualify to the World Championship qualifiers. So a lot of, that's such a huge game for them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, after proving your worth within the Philippines itself, to be able to go out there and take it up against other nations, I mean, you're going to have Thailand in there, you're going to have Malaysia, you're going to have Singapore. The big brands will be going up against each other. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the Garena qualifiers to see exactly who will represent our server at the World Championship 2021 presented by Sony. Once again, just like Jericho broke it down, we're going to kick things off here with PDR Esports taking on Ultimate E Pro. This is a rematch and high probabilities for this to go all the way down into match number 5, into that tiebreaker round number 11 for that Search and Destroy as well, Jericho.
Yeah, crazy series. It went down to that game 5 and went to the last round, you know. I mean, it was really crazy. And I feel like this one's even going to be crazier. You know, we might go 150, 149, round 11, 150, 149 again. It's just, but we need to see from that game 1 again, AJ. We've been saying this. You need to set that tone, especially this is such, it's like a must win now. You know, it's either you got to go big or go home if you're both teams. So it should be a good one. It should be a good one. So I'm just really excited. But you know, if you're Omega, you can just chill. You can just wait up, and you know, whoever steps on the plate, they better be ready.
Absolutely, man. I do agree with you. But here's the thing. Smart Omega's not doing that at all. They've been playing each and every single matchup of theirs so carefully. These guys have not underestimated anyone. If anything, I'm proud to see this group, this particular squad grow up so much in such a short time. They are full-on adults now in the world of Call of Duty Mobile, and they are leading quite the pack in here. It's not going to be easy for either PDR Esports or Ultimate ePro. We know that for sure, Jericho. Anything, though, can happen today at the final day of the Philippines Championship.
Yes, anything can happen, and but if you're a PDR and Ultimate, you just really have to hope for the best here. And we do see the lineup of PDR Esports. We have PDR Jello, JB, Lux, Millones, Rage, and Young J. These boys have they've gotten such a nice run in this tournament. They removed Ultimate ePro at the start, but now they have to face him again. But I feel like Rage, he has to step up again. He needs to bring that MVP performance again, AJ, if they really want to take this away.
Oh, absolutely, man. I'm looking at Young Jay stepping it up for the team, especially in those search and destroys. And PDR will be able to, I believe, pull it off at the end of the day. We did see them making a couple of late rotations, but they managed to recover very late on and against the exact same team of Ultimate ePro. And that was at Summit the last time around. So let's see if or not this time we will be able to see PDR fix up all of their gameplays, right? Because this time around, Jericho, there is no room for error. You make one mistake, you are going to pay such a heavy price for it. And who are the ones who are going to be collecting the debt? It's going to be AG, Flex, Jabin, Tin, Yato, as well as Yobabs. And now if Young Jay thinks that his snipes are good, wait till Yato steps out there as well, my friend.
Yeah, Yato and Yobab, just really crazy snipers. They always get that first pick. You never know when they strike. But then again, if you take them out, that's where the collapse happens for Ultimate ePro. So they really have to be on point here, or will Young Jay get the better of them? But I believe, all these players, all these young bloods, they're hungry. They want to get that recognition.
Yeah.
They want to get that win. They want to move on. So this will be one of the best series, I believe, right now, AJ.
I agree with you, man. Yato Yobabs. So Crossfire definitely needs to be a map that is banned straight out from the get-go by PDR. They cannot afford to have Yato as well as Yobabs go crazy with a double snipe setup there, especially if that map gets brought into in towards the search and destroy, right? Crossfire, search and destroy, double sniper setup. You know exactly what's waiting for them. But PDR in their own right have been able to fight this off, to stave it off in the past. We've seen them reign supreme, Jericho.
Yeah, we've seen it reign supreme. And AJ, before we go on, we do see the head-to-head here. We have Millones and AG, but I do believe it should be Rage. But, if you look at the stats, 13, 14, not really... It's a little bit close for both teams, but if you're Millones, you want to get those numbers up, because AG, he's been everywhere. Every single game he's always there, but his teammates has to also step it up. You can't be slacking, you can't be the only one doing everything. So I believe both these guys, they gotta be that leader. They gotta hype his team up and set the tone right in order for them to actually get some dubs here.
Absolutely, man. Let's take a quick look at the map vetoes now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And how will this match just break down? PDR Esports again getting Lady Luck on their side. They will win the coin toss, which means they get to veto out the first map. With the previous showdown that they had against each other, Crossfire was the map was banned by PDR, but this time they take Summit out. And this is just what we were talking about. They made those mistakes at Summit, and I guess they don't want to take that chance again, Jericho.
Yeah, they didn't want to risk it anymore. They just want to let's just ban it. Let's try to play mind games with them. Let's use different maps, and we do see Ultimate ePro banning standoff. So I mean, very interesting, because these maps they're having small mistakes in these maps. So I guess it's a comfort pick. Let's just ban these maps, and now let's move on to this Hardpoint, which I believe should be. Oh my. Okay.
Oh wow.
a takeoff, AJ.
By now, Jericho, I am damn sure all of the Filipino teams have already mastered takeoff. Okay, we've been seeing chaos ensue on takeoff. And, if anybody, a team like PDR would have been able to pick up on all of those wrong moves by everybody else, learn from their mistakes. And, in order to take takeoff as game number one, map one itself at Hardpoint, you need to have a huge amount of confidence. And I like what I see.
Yeah, it's like they just want to go mano a mano right here, and we do see game number 4, AJ. It's gonna be Hardpoint on Raid by Ultimate E Pro. I like that map pick, but I feel like
Yeah.
going back to Takeoff, I think it's anybody's game. It's not even in favor of PDR because Ultimate E Pro, they like Takeoff too. So I feel like it just really comes down to those crucial gunfights in the end, especially in that Aurora Lounge and on the last hill, AJ. But and now we move on to Search and Destroy, AJ, firing range.
So firing range, straightforward. This one's the call of Ultimate E Pro, and we know that they love firing range each and every single time they have that opportunity to bring this map into play. It doesn't matter, be it at Hardpoint, be it at Search and Destroy, they love firing range, right? So high probability of Ultimate E Pro just grabbing map number 2. Takeoff might fall into the hands of PDR Esports, because if you've got that much of confidence, I expect you to pull it off as well. Because if they don't, bro, then just like the other teams, it looks like PDR Esports just didn't learn their lesson with Takeoff, right? Hackney Yard will be the final map pick, and this one's by PDR. And the one map that is not picked by either side, Crossfire, just is our map for Domination.
Yeah, honestly, AJ, these map picks are very. It's kind of weird for me because all of these maps are just weird. It's like they're choosing each other's best maps. Then that's my opinion. But moving on to the to the operator skills, we do have the Spiral Annihilator, so expect the Death Machine Equalizer, Gravity Vortex being used here. But I'm still the maps are just really, I don't even know who to pick. It's just anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it all will break down to, well, let's focus on just Takeoff alone for the time being, right? Because we know that P3 and P4 is going to be a huge fight for both of these teams, Jericho. And what's going to decide whether or not your team holds onto the momentum is going to be all about that spawn management, right? If you move into P3, the first thing that you want to do is take over the generator area. And with the generators, you should be able to string it into P4 very, very easily and end any sort of interest in terms of an early rotation from the opposing team. Because if you are holding on to the generators, they have to hold on to gas tank, which is quite far away, very far away from that P4 when you win your gunfights.
Yeah, I agree. Map control is going to be really huge here, AJ. I agree with you. But, here we go, AJ. Game number 1, a slow start coming in from both teams. Ultimate E Pro, just trying to get some points here, 11 points. But, PDR, look at PDR's map control here. They have Locks on the right side and Young J pushing through to P2. So they just want to get some control, even though they're just trying to get some time here. So it's just going to be all about map control for this first couple of seconds.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's all about those power position plays as well. The second floor of Aurora launch as well as the launch center. And as we can see, PDR Esports, they hold on to both of these power positions and they will pick up the points for the time being. But a beeline being made here by the players of Ultimate E Pro to take over the second floor of launch center and to take over that Hardpoint as well. Great timing, great place to do it as well, because second Hardpoint will be unlocked. And that's the main reason as well as to why Ultimate E Pro is winning a lot of these fights for the points, because PDR is already on the move for the setup of P2.
Yeah, they actually, for PDR, it's actually a good thing here. But Ultimate, getting that scrap time. But here, this is the hill where you just need to contest. You're not going to get really a lot of points here. But if you can, it's huge. But if you can see right there, it's just going to be all contested. Young J with that KRM waiting for his teammates. But look at the flood coming in for Ultimate. Very good flood coming in from them. They have two sides covered. And now it's going to be a break for PDR if they can get this.
Oh, absolutely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, don't forget to smash that like, drop those shares through as well. Let's build up the momentum as we set up the grand finals here for the Philippines. Support your local teams. 47-23. Ultimate E Pro is just running away with this Hardpoint match right now. But if there's anything that we know, Jericho, in Hardpoint, just one of those hills can just turn this game around. PDR Esports definitely has got a chance in here, and they're not over-aggressing into P2. They back away into Aurora launch. They want to clear out control room as well. I really love this setup coming through from them, and they should be able to clear out the rest of the players, or at least I thought. It is Ultimate E Pro winning their gunfight, and now Tin dropping it as well, and he wins this, and P3 should be in the hands of Ultimate E Pro.
I mean, early rotation coming in from PDR, but they just lost all their gunfights, and now they're the ones having a hard time breaking the hill. Lead is going up already. We're about to reach 80 points, but look at the setup of Ultimate, just holding it down, getting each other's back. But here comes the push from PDR. Jilla gets one. He will get a hit marker. No help coming for his teammates, but Jabin manages to melee one, but the control, it's been flipped already. PDR has control of spawns, and they should be able to get some points here.
Ultimate E-Pro, now they're taking a direct fight, but I like exactly what we see.
Yeah.
Young Jay taking the backstab with the Death Machine. He should be able to pull the spawn for the side of Ultimate E-Pro right back. And Generators is going to be very, very important as P4 comes activated as well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Everything for the side of Ultimate E-Pro now in the hands of Young Jay. PDR Esports doing a damn good job holding on to that hardpoint. Finally flushed out because of Yobabs. He steps in, but the numbers continue to trickle through. PDR Esports, they will take the scraps over at P3 and they will move on into P4 as well. Generators strong in the hands of PDR. They might make a comeback here.
Yeah, and if you see PDR invested so much operator skills there, AJ, you saw 3 operator skills there, and now I think Ultimate, they can invest a lot here. They can just put the pressure on them, and there's a cluster. The cluster is out, so backdoor will be out, but here comes PDR, but no, AG, just like that with the Death Machine, making a play, but Jello with a triple kill. Hill is controlled. One more player to beat. Can he try to make a play? Yes, he does. All by himself. This is all Jello's Hill. Can he keep on going for this streak? He needs help from his teammates, so finally gets taken out. Then here comes PDR's help, but here comes Ultimate as well.
Bro, have you ever
Crazy.
seen spawn trap perfection in terms of a cluster strike? Now, generator areas being held onto already. You bring out a cluster onto Grains. Where else can the players from Ultimate E-Pro spawn? Perfection by PDR Esports. But unfortunately for them, this hill is being overrun by Ultimate E-Pro. They hold on to the strongest spawn. Grain areas now, and they are just blowing in one after the other. Yes, there's a setup of the sentry, but it means Jack to the side of Ultimate E-Pro. 116 to 71, and off to the rotation of those hard points. Back into Fountain we go, and those power positions once again become important, Jericho.
Yeah, it has to be really important, but here, if you're PDR, do you still need to get it? Yes, you need, but you need to win all your gunfights. Are your locks? Huge two-piece, has that control, has fully streaked out as well. We do see PDR getting control now, and they're just popping off right now. Locks, he has to pop that cluster right now if they want to get that time right here, but look at PDR, just getting all those trades. They finally managed to lose the hill, but look at Ultimate. Ultimate slowly getting that time, and here they go, all Ultimate in your kill feed, but Locks still alive. Locks on an 11 kill spree, making it a hit, and here we go. The cluster strike is in. AJ, can PDR make this comeback?
Woohoo! You need to play your power positions for a reason. What a play by Locks. Just Jello just holding on to that power position just with the holder in hand. And now Locks being asked some questions as well. Yobabs finally drops him out of the equation, takes out a couple of more players. And finally, it will be the opportunity for Ultimate E-Pro to step onto that hard point. But it's a little bit too late. PDR Esports onto the catch-up gameplay. They string it on into P2 as well. Launch center now going to be lit up. Let's see if or not PDR can fight through this.
Yeah, this is the biggest gunfights of your life if you're PDR and if you're Ultimate. 20 more points, just holding it down. Good place coming for Ultimate, just spreading out, letting your teammates do the thing. But here comes the push from PDR. AG gets 2. Can he get 3? No trades coming in. Miliones takes him out as well, but Locks outside pushing it. And it's all going to be Ultimate, but PDR, they're just flinging it one by one. But look at Ultimate just stacking it up. It's going to be hard here. The contest is in. You don't need to challenge. 5 more points for Ultimate. And this is the biggest gunfights right here. Jello pushing it one by one. Gets 2. But Yobabs is there. The contest is still there. It's just contested. It's back and forth. AJ, who's gonna get this hill? But Javen gets 2. 3 more points coming down to the wire, but gets traded. But no one can be able to contest. And just like that, Ultimate E-Pro gets game number 1, 150 to 99. And that's how you set the tone right there, AJ.
Absolutely, man. PDR seems to have, played this really, really slow. We saw them go in for early rotations out of the launch center. Why? I have no damn idea. They could have fought well for the first hard point. They could have gone in for the push on the second hard point as well. No. For some godforsaken reason, they wanted to focus on the Aurora launch and they moved on in. And they paid such a heavy price for the early rotation. Ultimate E-Pro, dude, I love the setup from them, right? They didn't make a beeline for Aurora Lunch straight away. They dropped into control room. They clear out control room first. They take control of generators, and only then do the rest of the players trickle into Aurora because they've gotten that spawn already. So even if those players from the side of Ultimate E-Pro do fail in some of those gunfights, they're going to be able to overcome P3 so easily. This is the side of Ultimate E-Pro playing this map to perfection. PDR literally picked their death with takeoff.
Yeah, and that's what we said, AJ. It's anybody's map, but honestly, AJ, the P3 was such a great rotation by PDR, but you just said they couldn't win their gunfights at the start. They just broke it up and then they just started losing. But it was a good comeback, especially when Locks, 11 kill spree on that power position. But it was a little bit too late. The score was a little bit too far. 99 to 129. They didn't get a point in the second rotation. It was just all contested by Ultimate. They were winning their gunfights and they were just bashing their heads. If you're in PDR, they just tried to do their best, but it was a little bit too late. The shotguns and the Fenix of Ultimate ePro just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, they just kept it for way, way, way too late to make a comeback or to make any sort of play in that, right? That could have been closer, but it was all in the hands of PDR Esports. First of all, terrible decision on taking takeoff for map number 1, Hardpoint. They should have banned this instead. If you ask me, the mistake they made at Summit was nothing in comparison to what they have made in takeoff right now. And they've lost it, my friend. They have literally signed off game number 1 to the side of Ultimate ePro. And they better, for their own sakes, take it back at firing range.
Yeah, they have to. I mean, you already lost your first pick. You did win the coin toss, but you lost your game number 1. And now, game number 2, it's going to be Ultimate ePro's map. But, like what we said, Ultimate ePro not having the best of S&Ds in this tournament. And this is where PDR can actually turn it around, tie it up to 1-1. But, if you're Ultimate, let's make it 2-0. This is our map. Let's just play our role. Let's slow it down. Let's do this. We have the momentum. We can get this to a 2-0.
And what a revenge it would be, right, for what we saw during the earlier stages where we did see PDR Esports take on Ultimate ePro. And if Ultimate ePro is able to do it, and on top of that, do it with a 3-0 beyond and above everything else, dude, I'm just going to be shocked out of my brains. Now, Young Jay going in for a quick scope in here, not going to be able to find anyone just yet. Yato, hit marker on him, not taking him down at all. Tin, on the other hand, will be very successful with this fight. Fennec in hand, Tin just goes in to secure that bomb site for himself, and Yato clears Locks out of position as well, and now the bomb site at Alpha fully open. Firing range should be in the hands of Ultimate ePro.
Yeah, Tin, it was all Tin who made that play, going in that trailer and killing I think it was Jello, getting the opening blood, and that's gonna be a 1v4, stuck to Young Jay, has that sniper in hand, but look at the positioning of Ultimate ePro. It's all gonna be covered middle, and just like that, Yato takes him out. What a spot by Yato in trailer. And now 1-0 goes to Ultimate. And if you're PDR, you send 2 in trailer just to take out 10 if I were you. It's good to invest in more because, the retake is really hard. They're just getting picked off one by one. They got to play more. They got to stick together more, AJ.
Absolutely, man. Remember what we talked about. Young Jay's a great sniper, but he should be watching out for Yato, who will be punishing him. But Millones, with his $1 million play with a sticky, takes Yato out of the equation. Now let's see what these dollar bills can do, yo. Tin drops Jello. Millones drops Tin. As well. What a play! What a $1 million play! And PDR, they should be able to take this round.
4v2 Millones with a nade plus a quick scope and a wall bang. I don't even have words to say that, but Millones, huge plays coming in there, and they should be able to win this round. And it's just a 4v2. You just have to slow it down. Rage does spawn one. We'll get the information. No need to challenge for PDR. Just slow it down. But Millones spots him as well. Here we go. Millones trying to get that 4th kill. Oh, the timing. Oh, Millones, you're teasing us with that. And 1 minute left. Can Ultimate try to get something out of this round, AJ?
It's gonna be tough, man. 55 seconds. And PDR doesn't seem to be pushing. They have locked down their positions, and Locks just needs to make one mistake now. But it looks like he does have a rough idea as to where Jabin could pop out from. Jabin, on the other hand, with the DLQ-33, should be able to take Locks out of the equation and Rage if they do step out. But Jabin now making a huge mistake, going in for the quick. What? Oh, he gets Locks. How did Jabin just pull that off? Goes in for the shot on Millones as well. Millones a little bit too far. Hit marker. AG from the back. Will AG be able to take advantage? Yes, AG takes advantage. Rage has been dropped, and now it's a 2-on-1. It's a 1-on-1. AG making that comeback. Ultimate ePro from nowhere tries to make a play, and now Young Jay just AG! He misses, but the plan will come through. Hold the 26 in the hands of Young Jay. Time is running out. Young Jay finishes it off. What a play from both sides.
Oh my god, I thought we were gonna see one of the worst meltdowns in S&D history, but they managed to win it. What was that? Miliones with 4 snipes, and then AG with the clutch, and then Young J with the win, ties it up 1-1. That felt like around 11, AJ, but now it's tied up. And if you're PDR, you're just happy you got that round, and now we're gonna reset. And we do see a slower push coming in for Ultimate ePro, but PDR just having that same 2-1-2 setup. It's been a crazy round 2, AJ.
Let's see what else they have in store for us, man. I'm loving it, and it's not just it's not just this time, right? Every single time we've seen PDR as well as Ultimate ePro go ahead against each other. Oh, dude, it's just been a spectacle, and that's exactly what I love about the Philippines. It's not just about Smart Omega, but with that being said, when you bring whatever you can in against Smart Omega, you automatically look like you're nothing, man. And that's exactly what I want to see Ultimate ePro as well as PDR Esports change today.
Yeah, it's just really crazy. You know, they're just adjusting to each other. Look how they adjusted. First round, it went to Ultimate. PDR adjusted. They got the second round. And now look how slow they've been playing. No one's making a move. 55 seconds left. And I believe this will be the offense for Ultimate. Here comes the push. They're going to push that trailer. And look at that. It's clear. It's a clear A push for them. And PDR going to give up that side. It's going to be a full retake for them. And here we go. Can they make a play here? But look at Young J. That timing. This spot one does see that trophy as well. Here comes the stun. He's going to line it up. Beautiful lineups coming here for Young J. But we do see there's one person inside their barracks hut, which is number 3. It's going to be Javen. But Javen, Yato takes out Rage. It's going to be a 4v5. And let's see who's going to be able to get this advantage here.
I love the approach being pulled off here by Ultimate ePro, getting that plant, and now Javen takes Locks out of the equation. Beautiful 2-piece for himself.
2v4.
Young J put out of commission as well. It's going to be PDR Esports with 2 men left in here. They need to do the impossible. 20 seconds left on the clock. Yobab takes Jello out of the equation. Only one final player left in here, and his $1 million can't save him from the numbers. Ultimate ePro take yet another round.
Yeah, very good round coming in for Ultimate. You know, they took their time, and in PDR, they just gave it up, and then they got a clean plan on A, and the trades came in. Jabin with huge plays, gets that 2-piece, and Yobob's just recognizing the flank, and here we go. Another slowed down push by Ultimate ePro, just slowing down, but look at PDR. Now they set up for A. Now they put number 4 Jello in trailer, and Young J just back there on their base. They're trying to get some spawns here. It's going to be a 2-1-2 split. Let's see what's going to happen here. The nades do come out here just a lot of times. It's going to be a stall again. It's just going to be a stall back and forth. Snipers trying to see what they can do, AJ. But, you know, Young J not really having the best of first picks here, AJ. Let's see if he can get one.
Absolutely, man. Dude, I cannot believe that we are getting this level of excitement. The Kings haven't even stepped into this house just yet. The finals, the final day of the Philippines Championship is starting off with an absolute bang. 2-1 now. Ultimate ePro still has got the advantage on their hand, and they should be able to make a beeline in for that Bravo bomb site now. Warehouse number 4 is quite open with only that $1 million boy holding down onto that site. Let's see what he has for us this time, Jericho.
Yeah, we do see the smoke bait coming in from 10. I thought he was gonna make that push, but look at that. The bait is in. They baited middle so they can give up A on. Oh, this is such a great play coming in from Ultimate ePro. They're gonna leave one person here. Jabin just gonna be there, just shooting it down, giving that information. But I think Locks manages to spot one. The rotation is in. The call is gonna come in. Look at all PDR players just moving, and rotation is coming in. 4v5, and here we go. Full PDR retake. I love this from PDR. Just stacking it all by one. Just one player to beat. But Yato manages to get in, but misses it. No scope! It's a no scope!
How the hell did
The
he
trade
get
is
out
there.
of there, Jericho?
The trade is there, and Yobab stuck in a 1v3. And just like that, PDR should be able to get this round. Yobab gets 2. Can he get 2 as well? But no Rage. Gets that trade. 2-2 now. What? I don't even know what was happening.
Yeah, that was such a... Oh, man. The guy's lucky I can't swear on the stream, bro. Dude, let's go, man. I'm absolutely loving this action. And now, Young J, let's see if or not he can get a wall bang. Beautiful smoke now just to block out the positioning from Young J, making him go in for the reset. But Jello should be able to ask some great questions from the barracks hut now. The players from the side of Ultimate ePro holding on to shower front. They are going to go in for yet another shooting range push in for that Alpha bomb site. But Jabin needs to open things up. Holger in his hands. He will be able to pressure the players of PDR off that site. Yobabs should be able to pull a backstep out of nowhere, but it doesn't look like Ultimate E-Pro wants to take this aggressively just yet. Millones stepping up. He should be able to ask some good questions.
Yeah, that was such an unfortunate shot. If he hit that, it would have been huge, but he does get that information. But look at PDR now. They're not rotating earlier. They're just setting up slowly, but here we go. Let's pop up. Oh, Yato! Yato shuts down Millones. And just like that, 4 versus 5 in favor of Ultimate. And if you're PDR, you're having a hard time here with your snipers. And if you're Ultimate, the slow push is working for them.
You know, a lot of people have been asking me, why have I not screamed yet? The best sniper in the Philippines. Oh my God. Because Yato has stepped up and he wants to take the title away. But let's see whether or not the boys from Ultimate E-Pro can get into the grand finals or not. This is round number 2, opportunity number 2, and it looks like they're doing a damn good job. Jello going in for those shots for the side of PDR. They are outnumbered 4-2 now, and the bomb has been planted. Rage going in for those cheeky shots, but he's not going to be able to pull anything off with his Fennec. Jello, on the other hand, beautiful backstab. Jabin takes him out immediately, and it's all left down towards Rage. If he had the KRM, he possibly might be able to pull this off.
Yeah, I mean, they should just stick together. Now it's Rage and 1v3, but the timing is there. Gets 1, 20 seconds left. Can pick up that Holger if he wants to. It's going to be a huge gun. Yes, he will. 7, he has to make a play now. Dot spots 1. It's a 1v1. Javen versus Rage here. But Javen spots him. Shots are going down. 10 seconds. He has to make a player, but he's just going to stick it. Pro sniper fake, but Rage, no, the timing is there. Is he going to defuse? Yes, he will. But Javen is going to be there for the kill with the katana. And just like that, Javen, huge plays there. Smart plays coming out there. And if you're PDR, you had a chance to go Rage and Gel with the double retake, but they just decided to go on their own. And now it's going to be 2-3 switching sides. And yeah, AJ, it's really cute.
Cute plays, bro. Cute. Super cute plays. Dude, Yato now going in for those snipes. Wallbank's not going to be, bringing much onto their side this time round. Ultimate E-Pro taking the defending side this time round as PDR Esports tries to open up shooting range for themselves. Now, the bomber, Lox, is going to be looking for some opening snipes, and the person that he will have to take on will be Yato. With the aggressive pushes, Yato better make sure he does not get dropped early on. If Yato can stand, Millones has no chance.
Yeah, that's true though. If you're PDR, you gotta shut down Yato immediately. It shuts down their whole lane because you look at Yato. He's just holding on one lane. That's how much they trust him with that sniper. But Young Jae spots one, and it's gonna be the same strategy, just like Ultimate, just slowing it down. No one really trying to make a play. And Young Jae, he's really having a hard time with his snipes here, AJ. And I think he has to play a little bit more aggressive, or drop it. Use a Holger if you want to.
Absolutely. And now let's see absolutely what nades Young Jae can pull off. He's not going to get that lucky with his placements just yet. But, a little bit of patience will pay off. Young Jae is a little twitchy with his moves in this game. If he just gains a little bit of composure, I'm very sure we will be able to come. Oh, Yobabs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he potatoed that so bad.
Hey, he said, you know what, Millones missed, I'm gonna miss one as well. But look at you see Rage on top of the tower, and Javen.
What a position, bro.
Does have the information, but 35 seconds. They're burning. The bomb is planted actually, and Rage finally goes down here. No one has died yet, AJ. But Yobabs! Gets Rage. It's gonna be a 3v5. Young Jae says goodbye to Yato. And now, but Millones gets one as well. Jello missing his shotgun, and this should be a defuse and should be a round for Ultimate. If Millones, nope, unfortunately.
Thank you for coming.
Bye. Have a great time. And then now it's a 2-4 Ultimate E-Pro leading 2-4, and they're actually playing well in S&D. I am impressed.
Oh, dude, I am having my mind blown now by Ultimate E-Pro. What a way to step it up, man. After such close games they took with PDR Esports in the previous stage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is just a different side of Ultimate E-Pro that we absolutely love. And now a monstrous hold, a 2-1-2 split, only with Jabin going in here for the Scout Tower push. And the players from PDR Esports, they do not have the guts to go in for an aggressive move at all. Young Jae, the guy who needs to pop off, has not been on form, and he needs to find that rhythm, Jericho.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like what PDR should do here, just why don't you just rush it? 4-man rush it, leave Young Jay alone because they're second guessing themselves right now. They're just really having a hard time. They're trying to outplay Yato and Yobabs as well, but as of now, Yato and Yobab, they're just taking over. They're taking over the sniper gameplay here. And look at the position. It's the same positioning, but here we do see an aggressive player of number 3, Rage. Rage already on the B bomb side, trying to make a play here. No trade here, but I think he's gonna be able to get one person here. No, it's just look at that. It's just so slow. They just need to make a play here if you're PDR. Just one pick. One pick is all you need here to enable to push these just spots in. The timing is there. Beautiful timing. Rage gets one, and that's gonna be the opening. Look at that push. The push from PDR. This is what we want to see. But there in Millones takes him out. 5v3. This is what you need from PDR. Aggression, AJ. And now they can plant the bomb.
Oh, absolutely, man. And a beautiful push into warehouse number 4. And this has just been opened up for the side of PDR. And now Jabin trying to equalize things up. He takes Locks out of the equation, but he needs to make sure he gets one more player down as well. What back-to-back nades. And he will be able to go in for the shot against Rage, but just a little too fast for his liking. Fenix snuffs him out. Yato drops in with a shotty, but immediately traded out by Millones. Yobab is there for a 2-piece for himself. Shotty versus Shotty. Let's see exactly what he has. Millones going in for the defusal, but what a fake by Millones. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time runs out. Ultimate E-Pro.
Wow.
They get round number 5 for themselves. What a difference from the first time we saw them take each other on Jericho.
Yeah, just crazy. They've stringed 4 straight rounds, and now they're on. They only need one more to get the 2-0 lead, but then again, it's never over till it's over. In PDR, they can make another comeback here, but if they're going to be playing the same way they've been playing for the past rounds, no adjustments, this just might be a 2-0 for Ultimate E-Pro, AJ.
Let's see if or not PDR can fight back from absolute death in here, man. I mean, if Ultimate E-Pro can pull 4 back-to-back rounds, PDR should be able to do the very, very same. Now, if they can pull that off, what a beautiful cracker of a search and destroy this would be, man. Back and forth, I absolutely love it. Bring us into map number 5. I'll go God level all the way with you, Jericho.
Yeah, I do agree with you. And now, look at PDR. They know they're now actually going to be pushing here. There's no one on A. Just go. Go. But they're just second guessing themselves.
Let it go. Let all
Please,
your
PDR.
fear go. I know Yato's trying to shoot your head, but just go plant that goddamn bomb now. Dude, shooting range has been open for the longest of time. It's getting a little dry, man. Let's see these players from PDR Esports step in there. No questions whatsoever. Young Jay is not opening the matchup. If you don't have your sniper opening these rounds for search and destroy, your team's gonna have a tough time getting that spot.
Yeah, but now we do see the plant will come now. Finally going in there. Trailer control will be there, but Yato is still there. If you're PDR, just lay down your head. No need to challenge. Just let them come to you because the pressure is now on them. Trailer control will be important here. Locks pushing back. Bomb will be planted for open. And here we go. Let's see if the retake's going to come in or will PDR hold it down.
Oh, now what gun is in the hands of Rage? I want to see him pick that KRM up, right? Because White Warehouse, KRM, Rage, he's going to be an absolute shutdown.
Oh my God.
Monster, but Yato punishes him with a shotty. Might as well put a KRM in his hands too. Jeno drops Yato. David is with
That's
a
him.
in for the pop. Locks takes Yobabs out of the equation, and Ultimate E-Pro comes right back through, and they take round number 6. What a play. What a game.
I'm speechless. They shut me up. Their S&D right now is on point. They're on fire, and that retake was just beautiful. The moment we switched into Locks, the round was already over. 6-2. They never lost a round after 2 rounds. They pretty much just ran away with it. And look at the vibes. Look at the vibes. They're happy right here, and everything is just going well for them. And now we do see them moving. They're gonna have that 2-0 lead, and the pressure is now for PDR. You're against the wall now, AJ. One more round, and one more game. You're gonna be eliminated from this. And if you're PDR, you gotta step it up. And if you're Ultimate, one more. No need to choke. No need for the reverse sweep. Just play it through. And this might be the last game for PDR in the next one, AJ.
Hey Jericho, I think the
Yo,
setup
yo.
is coming through, man. I think I've been holding out for quite the good reason. Remember what I said, man? Yato is going for that title, the best sniper in the Philippines. So I want to see if Yato can pull off such great snipes against the kings themselves, Smart Omega. But PDR, they still have the opportunity in here. A reverse sweep by this brand, not a impossible thing at all.
Yeah, not impossible. We've seen a lot of reverse sweeps, and this might be another one. But then again, you're down 0-2. The motivation is not coming there. You already lost on your map pick, and you lost in S&D, which I had you guys winning. But unfortunately, if you're just being scared in S&D, nothing's gonna happen. Jello, Lox, and Young Jay, all with just 3 kills each. It's just gonna be really hard. And Yato with 13 kills in S&D. That's a lot of kills. And the synchronization of Ultimate ePro, the change they've been having from group stage and now on day 2, it's just really huge. They've just been improving so much, and now they have a chance to close it out and give the donut to PDR in the next game, AJ.
I never thought you would say, or I would say anything like that on the final day of the Philippines playoffs. I just never knew Ultimate ePro had this much of tenacity within them, man. PDR Esports have gone through, they've stomped them out the previous time. And the last time when PDR Esports took the fight up against Ultimate ePro, those matches were quite close, Jericho. But this time around, 150 to 99, 6-2, Ultimate ePro on another level.
They're just built different right now. They're just doing everything right. They have that championship mentality, and they're just winning everything. And if you're PDR, yes, you're a top team. But right now, I guess you're just having a hard time. The nerves are kicking in, but you can't be nervous at this point. You gotta live for these moments, AJ. And this is gonna be a game number 3. Will we see the first donut, or will PDR force a game number 4? Domination on Crossfire. Here we go, AJ.
I hope we don't see another XS1 Goliath potato in the Philippines Championship. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yato goes in for the quick pop. KRM in action, and Ultimate ePro on the side to pull that B flag into their own hands first. And it looks like that will be a successful attempt. Backstab now coming through from the players of PDR, but it's not going to be that. Oh, as I was saying, it wasn't going to be that easy. Jello was on absolute fire. But finally, Javen asking some good questions. Holger in hands, but Lox drops him out of the equation. And now PDR, they've got a great opportunity to step in there and pull that B flag off for themselves. But Din dropping right back through. It's just back and forth between the 2 squads. This is what we want to see. PDR Esports fighting back through.
Wow, and Jello just gets that triple kill, and now he has 1 repair to beat, but the timing is there, but finally gets him out as well. 4 kills for Jello, no help coming in from his teammates, but they need to capitalize on this one. But Jello's just trying to do everything he can, but finally goes down, and now this should be a cap for Ultimate, but it should have been for PDR. But Rage is there for the help, but Yobab is holding it out with a Holger. Back and forth trades are coming in, AJ. No one has control of B until now. It's just a gunfights back and forth.
Yeah, this is a spawn lock coming through from Ultimate ePro. Look at the map, ladies, German boys and girls. Bottom left-hand corner. Look at Javen. Javen's holding on to Butchers, and now he will be asking questions over at the Gorilla base as well. Taking out those players one by one. That's the distraction gameplay that Ultimate ePro is looking for in order to overcome the side of PDR Esports. And now PDR Esports, they're getting pulled all over the map. Do you want to go and cap that B flag, or do you want to hold on to that Charlie flag? Beautiful plays back-to-back by Ultimate ePro. 33-25 right now. Yato goes right back through, and they hold on to that B flag really well. But at the very moment, the pressure is on because nobody's playing distraction. Butchers is wide open, and PDR Esports, now is the time they can make a comeback.
Yeah, they have to cap it now, but look at that. Millones and Lox, Young Jay all making good plays. Now that they have control, let's see if they can string up some kills for their score streaks here. Jello here with a shotgun trying to get that spawn trap going, but nothing is happening. EG and Yobab's making a push here, and here comes the push from PDR. If you're PDR, just try to hold it down here, and if you're Ultimate, slow it down, but no, Rage is there for the help, and it's all PDR on the kill feed. Now it's gonna be a control for PDR. Can they get some score streaks here, AJ?
Oh, beautiful, man. And I'm wondering what exactly Young Jay is thinking. Young Jay needs to back away into the gorilla base because he literally just gave it away to Tin. What smart plays coming through for Tin? Not going in to cap that flag until he knows for sure. Information comes through. Ultimate E-Pro, Ultimate Strats. They are gonna win this match if BDR continues on this path, Jericho.
Yeah, now they're just having a hard time. No home flag coming in for PDR, but PDR finally capping C. They still have control of B, but Yobab just trying to hold it down, gets 2 kills. One more player to beat. Young Jay say goodnight. Yobab with a triple kill. The XS1 Goliath Sentry Gun is ready. One up for the cluster, but the Predator doesn't do anything. The Predator didn't get anything, but Ultimate now going for that trip cap, AJ. And just like that, Ultimate E-Pro taking over this first half.
Brother, this is all over. Ultimate E-Pro, they have outclassed PDR Esports. A triple cap now coming through, and we hit that halfway point. Such dominance by the brand that went down the before this. When they met earlier on, it was PDR Esports that put an end to them. What a revenge, what a strike right back to the faces of the players of PDR Esports. Ultimate E-Pro, they want to book their ticket to that final.
Yeah, that's so true. Their mindset is the Mamba mentality. They're just going everything they can. But here comes Jello. The push is here. They managed to kill everyone there at the back. And now we do see PDR making a play here. But they're having a hard time. They're getting kills, AJ. But they're not capitalizing and capturing flags here.
Oh, nice,
and look at Ultimate. Look at Ultimate. Now early cluster strike. I love it. The early cluster strike is in. And let's see if they can capitalize on this one. 80 to 65. But PDR has that 2 flag cap right here, AJ.
Yeah, very careless, but I love exactly what we're seeing here. Jello immediately drops back in as well as Jabin. They bring out the cluster and they know that they need to drop those bodies in there to cap that flag as well. Beautiful plays coming through from Ultimate E-Pro, and now a sentry pulled out by the side of Locks onto that B flag. And it's going to be very hard for PDR now to make this place unless they go in for the split, and they do it very, very well. The players from Ultimate E-Pro, they should be able to turn this round really quick by going for that A flag in retaliation. It's not out of their hands just yet. The Ultimate E-Pro, they lose that Charlie flag at that 95-point mark. 79, PDR Esports trying to catch up, but that A flag wide open only shows that PDR needs to work a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, if you're PDR, you just wasted at least 5 seconds there for B, and now it's going to be contested, but they need to capture this if they want to make a comeback, and I think we might see a trip cap in PDR. Yes, they have the trip cap, AJ, but let's see, do they have streaks to work with in Yato and Tin? Already hopping on me, the Predator, Mesa makes a play. Millones, beautiful usage of that. The damage has been done, AJ, it's okay. They got that time, 99 to 95. They're back in the game now, AJ. It's still a winnable game for PDR, and if you're Ultimate, your backs are against the wall here because now they're catching up to you.
Yeah, your back's against the wall because you didn't cap that A flag. I mean, it was open for so damn long. None of those players from Ultimate E-Pro dropping in to say hello. Finally, they go in, they cap that A flag, and great questions asked at that B flag as well. Beautiful entry by Yato. KRM just going around making sure those other players are cleared out first, but Locks will be able to snuff him out with a Hoga 26. Beautiful plays coming through from both sides, but 111 to 106. PDR Esports try to run away with this little truck.
Yeah, here comes the gravity vortex by Jabin. We'll try to hop on it, but the cluster is in. Cluster strike is in. Can they capture it before they die? Yes, they do.
They do.
A huge place coming in for Ultimate E-Pro. 118 to 112. Here we go. PDR here gonna take this comeback here, but as well, but Yobab just there. Salasa Goliath huge. I feel like he should be able to invest now, but look at number 1. Jabin just being annoyed. Distraction gameplay back at A flag, but Yato and Tin just capping it now, and it's gonna be a back and forth, but lead will still be by PDR, but now Ultimate can be able to come back here, but PDR again just back and forth. AJ, everyone's just hopping on B flag. This is gonna be the biggest place of this match right now, AJ. Let's see what's gonna happen next.
Oh, absolutely, man. And it's just all-out chaos, but the rotations are perfect from both sides. Ultimate E-Pro as well as PDR Esports. Both playing crossfire to perfection and domination by neither side.
no.
Both want to go at this as much as they possible. Jello getting snuffed out. Yobabs drops him immediately with his Holger 26. And now distraction gameplay through Butchers. They are going to cut the C flag. But what a denial by the side of Locks. He goes through all those players, and PDR Esports will close this game, Jericho.
Yeah, that's game. We're gonna go to a game number 4, AJ. It's not yet over. PDR forces a game number 4, and just beautiful plays coming in from PDR. I thought they were playing poorly in that first half, AJ, but they managed to turn it around. Lux and Millones turning it around. Rage, Jello, Young J, everyone was turning up. 150 to 134. Game 3 goes to PDR, and we are going to a game number 4, Mr. AJ. Ooh, I love it. I love it.
Just what we need. I was a little disappointed that we only get to see 2 series, but if we get to see 2 amazing 5-match series like this, oh my friend, I am a happy man. PDR Esports, Ultimate ePro, both the brands putting their best out there, and I am absolutely loving what we are seeing, Jericho.
Yeah, I really love it too. You know, now we see the momentum coming and shifting over to PDR. You know, getting that one game in, finally getting a score. But if you're Ultimate, you could have ended it there, and now you have to regain on game number 4, which is gonna be your map. It's gonna be Raid Hardpoint, and this should be a close one. But I feel like I don't even know who to call it here, but it should be for Ultimate ePros. But it's anybody's
How
game.
is Yato still up there?
I have no idea. He's just doing everything for his team at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Lux definitely stepped it up. Beautiful plays coming through from PDR, and there's just no breaking down exactly what Ultimate ePro did wrong, except for one glaring point that they ignored that A flag for 3 years before deciding to visit it.
Yeah, I mean, it took them so long, AJ. You know, spot on that one. They let A just stand there. They didn't want to cap it. They were, I don't know what was the game plan there, AJ. I think they were just, you know, getting a little bit overconfident there, and you know, they just wanted to get some kills and maybe some highlights, and it costed them in the end. And now, you know, we have to go to a game number 4, AJ.
Okay, now this time around, it's going to be Raid and Hardpoint all over again. The action just doesn't stop in Call of Duty Mobile, and I'm absolutely loving it. In Raid Hardpoint, we go in here, 5 rotation points. Things start off at the square center, somewhat similar to Takeoff, right? You need to have 2 of those power positions played to perfection, but a little bit different compared to Takeoff, whereby access into these power positions will be decided by your spawn mainly, and you won't be able to rotate in around. Coming in for a flank on Raid is very difficult because of the size of the map, Jericho.
Yeah, you know, it's a very huge map, so you know, you're right on that power position, especially if you get that laundry side spawn. You're pretty much set up for P1 and P2. So if you're the Holger user, you hold on to your life and you know, consider your laundry the home that you have to hold it down. And if you're coming from art, you know, you got to hit that rotations early. Early rotations will be key here, but they have to win these transitional gunfights, and we do see Ultimate having that bad side, and PDR will get that good side. Let's see who's going to get this hard point. Game number 4, AJ. Will we see a 3-1, or will we go to a game number 5?
Why would Ultimate ePro choose to start at the Guerrilla base, man? I mean, they got the opportunity to pick exactly where they want to start, and they choose to have the gallery on for themselves first, and it looks like this is why, because Tin, they believe in Tin. Tin pulls that backstab. Tin stepping into laundry, asking questions, and Tin goes in with the assist. Yato takes over laundry.
Wow.
This is why Ultimate ePro chose the weaker side, because they take it away from PDR.
Wow, Tin just ran away. No one even watched Kitchen. They all just looked at one side, and Tin just came in there. And now the spawns have been flipped. PDR now on the other side of it. Oh my, this is just crazy by Tin. And Ultimate ePro slowly getting that lead. 20 points in this first hill. And Yato getting those help here. But here comes the rotation. Look at the rotation by PDR. They have arches and L wall and box here. Let's see if they can hold it down. But look at the push by Ultimate. They have a pinch here set up. Can they make it through?
Oh, bro, I was so disappointed, dude. Let me tell you why, right? Let me tell you why, Jericho. I was so disappointed as we were going through the group stages. We saw all of the other teams pop off, and I was thinking, oh, damn, man. You know, Smart Omega, way too good. The final is going to be quite boring because I don't think any of the other teams are going to be able to play the map as good as Smart Omega. Look at Ultimate ePro. Bro, this is just dominance back-to-back, buddy. What absolute perfection of Call of Duty Mobile. And now, PDR Esports, they step into the kitchen. They want to cook some meat. But unfortunately for them, the side of Ultimate ePro bringing in those questions back-to-back, and the numbers overwhelmed. Sentry gun is placed in here as well. And the kitchen gets taken over by Ultimate ePro. But the fight this time round does not seem to be one-sided, Jericho.
Yeah, it's definitely not one-sided, but it's slowly getting there. It's kind of a repeat of RTL versus Ultimate V Pro in that raid hardpoint. But let's see here. But I mean, look at this. Locks already set up. He has to get that kill, but Yato takes him out as well. But is the train coming in there? But no, they still manage to get alive. One more player to beat Young J. You have to get the kill. Oh, huge kill coming in from Young J, and now has control of this garage. And if you're a PDR, you need to get this time. But the Hunter Killer gets that trade, and Ultimate finally has control. And PDR again, first in the hill, but first out as well. And Ultimate, they're just running away with this right now, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. Supremacy at its best. Ultimate E-Pro. You know, I've been spinning this story, man. I've been spinning this story in so many competitions, right? Hey, dude, do you think one of these teams dropped into the lower brackets just so that they can show off a little bit more? And you know, I don't really hit it on the head a lot of times with some of these teams because, you know, sometimes they drop in there for a reason. And the one time I don't say it about a team, man. Ultimate E-Pro, they step it up, bro. What absolute dominance. What absolute supremacy. They have dominated and annihilated PDR Esports on raid. And this is the map pick of PDR Esports. I'm sorry, bro. Ultimate E-Pro booking their ticket to the finals already.
They only need a little bit more points to get that finals, but there's still hope here. But the Predator Missile is in. No anchor for you, but PDR has controlled that next hill. But look at Ultimate. They're just running away with it. They're just running one by one, bulldozing every single player, getting everything, just winning all their gunfight. The cluster strike is in, and PDR, they have to huddle inside. But Ultimate still there, just pushing it one by one. But PDR still has control here. You know, Young J has that death machine, and Ultimate, they have a lot of time to work with just to try to push it slowly and surely. But here comes Millionis with a gravity vortex. A lot of operator skills being used here, AJ, and let's see if it's gonna be worth it for PDR.
Oh, dude, if PDR makes this play, they are literally one of the greatest teams of Call of Duty Mobile, hands down, right? Because you are keeping Ultimate E-Pro perfection at rate so far away from that hard point, and you're gonna keep them at a stalemate for 25 points all the way through till the end. Yato, yeah, he's got a few things to say about that. Drops in with a KRM, goes in for the hunt, and he wins all of his gunfights. Yato in for another slip and slide, and he needs to wait for those numbers to trail in. Ultimate E-Pro, they seem to be losing a lot of these fights at the basketball court, and we know that the Filipinos love basketball, but PDR, they play ball a little bit better. Ultimate E-Pro picking up some scrap points. Let's see who's going to be able to score that three-pointer at the Central Garden, Jericho.
Yeah, just a little bit more timer for Ultimate E-Pro. They have everyone actually set up properly here. There's going to be one push for PDR in order for them to make this comeback. But if they get taken out there, this should be over right here. It's going to be, no one's near for the contest, but there's Young J. Gotta make a player, one more player locks. No one is near, 5 more seconds. You're going to have to contest this for your life. Is there someone to contest? Yes, there's one player. 3 more seconds. The contest is still in, AJ. But there we go. Countdown to 3, 2. But the contest, there's still a contest by PDR, but that's a little bit too late. And congratulations, Ultimate E-Pro. You are moving on to the grand finals and qualifying for the stage 4 of the Garena World Championship qualifiers. What a change of scene, AJ. Just a different kind of Ultimate E-Pro, man.
Understatement, bro. Freaking understatement, right? This was just absolute dominance by Ultimate E-Pro. Supremacy in terms of map control. They knew exactly what they were doing. They didn't pull a close game at all. Smart Omega, they have been keeping their eyes wide open for a lot of squads, but I don't know if it is possible to continue keeping their eyes wide open to anticipate what Ultimate E-Pro can bring into this competition, man, because they just stunned both you and me, Jericho.
Yeah. I mean, I'm stunned. I'm actually stunned. You know, Ultimate E-Pro just popping off, and now they have a chance to. They have a dance with the kings of the Philippines, but just looking at it, look at the stats. Yato. Put some respect on this man's name. 28 and 14 for the closeout game. That's how you close it out. That's why he's the MVP. And that's why he's an Ultimate E-Pro player. And it's just amazing gameplay coming in from Ultimate E-Pro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, you know, Sun Tzu, Art of War, all warfare, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is based on deception. When we are able to attack, we must seem to be unable. When we are using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. And when we are far away, we must make him believe we are near. And that's exactly what Ultimate ePro has been doing throughout the whole of the Philippines Championship. And they take this game by surprise. They have fooled everyone. Art of deception, it is in the hands of Ultimate ePro. Smart Omega better watch out, Jericho.
Yeah, they better watch out. But then again, they're Smart Omega for a reason, AJ. They strike fear in every single player that they go against. And I feel like they're just ready to face Ultimate ePro. But the Ultimate ePro, they have that momentum riding on them after this first series. So let's see what's going to happen here. Can they actually manage to reset the bracket and get another best of 5 and maybe win it all? Or will Smart Omega just take it home?
Oh my God. Bro, at the start of the competition, I confidently told my fiance, you start working on dinner at about 7 p.m. It's going to be a quick 2-series finisher at the Philippines Championship. I need to drop her a text and tell her to hold it. Because, dude, the way Ultimate ePro is popping off, Jericho, it's not going to be a straightforward match. Smart Omega, they will be fooling themselves if they think it's going to be easy, man. I mean, look at this opener, right? When we had takeoff, it looked like, PDR Esports were making a great big mistake. We made a few jokes around that. And it panned out to be exactly that, right? Ultimate ePro, they outshined PDR Esports. They won a majority of those gunfights, and they played the spawns as well as rotations on takeoff to perfection, Jericho.
Yeah, they just played it to perfection. First map, PDR chose that map. Okay, but let's play takeoff, we'll take you out. Ultimate just played it to perfection. S&D, they finally played such a great S&D after so long. They've been proving so much. Domination, a little bit of a choke there, AJ, but it didn't matter because they knew Raid was going to be their map. That's why their Raid is actually really good. Unstoppable plays coming in from there, and they just ran away ever since from start to finish in Raid, AJ, and now they're moving on.
Yeah, and Locks definitely had some highlights here for himself.
That's true.
Yeah, at the Aurora Council, but unfortunately for him, all of those highlights from the side of PDR, it only managed to perhaps throw a little bit of caution into the air. And Ultimate ePro, man, the caution was all they needed. They immediately stepped right up and they went in for the finisher at that P2. And 46 seconds left there, it was just unstoppable. PDR Esports, they allowed Ultimate ePro to kind of, pull those points away way too far before they put in any actual effort in that game.
Yeah, that's true. In that Hardpoint, the panic button didn't work for Ultimate. They just stayed composed, even though Locks was dropping 11 kills. And now moving on to S&D. This is the crazy round of Millones, the wall bags. And the problem, it's just crazy, But they almost lost that round, AJ. They almost did, but unfortunately, time was on their side. Jamie with this quick scope right here, beautiful snipe coming in from him. And I thought it was such a close game. It was a close game in the first 4 rounds, AJ. It was a 2-2. And then right after the 5th round until to the last round to the win, it just changed. PDR, they couldn't have any answer. They were scared. They were actually scared in S&D. And Ultimate ePro, they were just having the time of their life, just running around that no scope by Yato. Ultimate ePro, they just played it to perfection.
First of all, the fact that Yato actually got out of that rush alive and able to take that no-scope was already perfection, okay? The guy has been on fire, and I think that's exactly what Ultimate ePro needs on a day like this, right? Because, pro players, they sometimes have their off days. And today's that one day when none of the players within Ultimate ePro can afford an off day. They cannot afford to be, anywhere below 100% today, Jericho.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like Ultimate ePro, they're like 200% ready. And, I thought we were going to see a comeback after Domination. I thought PDR was going to be that PDR that beat Ultimate ePro, but it just didn't matter anymore, AJ. In this Domination we do see here, PDR, yes, slow start coming in. Ultimate ePro was having their time of their lives in the first half, but, just back and forth plays. A lot of these guys, Crossfire is really a hard map, and I feel like players, they don't know when to cap it. They don't know when to push it. I feel like this map should be banned if you're just having a hard time, because both teams, they didn't really play it to the best of it. It was just really the luck of the map, the luck of the spawns here. That's why PDR actually took this home. But Ultimate, in that second half, AJ, you said no one captured A. They literally left it for like 10 to 15 seconds at least, which ultimately cost them the game.
Ultimate ePro cannot play Crossfire if they are going to be forced to start from a position where they're not comfortable with, i.e. Special Forces base. Because if you notice, they only focus on capping that C as well as B flag. They don't want to play the A flag at all. They don't want to control that part of the map. And even when they are in a disadvantageous position, they're like, no, it's okay. You can keep that A flag for yourself. We're going to try to turn things around. And that's the mistake they made at the Domination, right? Because if they just had enough confidence in themselves, cap that A flag, that would have been just game over, 3-0. It would have been an even more impressive run towards the finals.
Yeah, that's true. I think they just want to bash their heads, and I think they're getting lazy to move on. But here comes Hardpoint here, AJ. That, we talked about the spawns at the start, AJ. Ultimate had the bad spawns. PDR had the good spawns, but Thin just ran in the middle, went to kitchen, turned around, changed the whole game, and managed to get the spawns. And then from that play on, Ultimate ePro never looked back, and PDR had no answer.
And mind-boggling, bro. It's all about the mind games. Once again, Art of War, Sun Tzu, whoever the coach is for Ultimate ePro, that guy's a genius. He knows what he's doing. Yato, who else? Who else deserves the Soldier of the Game title? Our man of the day, probably. 22 average kills, 1.66 KD ratio. Not against any team, against PDR Esports, one of the most dominant brands in the Philippines for Call of Duty Mobile, Jericho.
Yeah, that's true. PDR, one of the best teams here, but it just mattered when it most. Yato just turned up. Every single game he was the MVP, and now he's just showing it. He wants to be that MVP. He wants the people to respect him, and he is getting that respect. And now AJ, unupdated bracket, we do see that last match, PDR versus Ultimate ePro, and Ultimate taking a 3-1, and now we are moving on to that grand finals, AJ. Smart Omega versus Ultimate ePro. Here we go.
I am ready, my friend. I mean, dude, both of us, man, we have been waiting for this day. We have been waiting for this moment for such a long time, Jericho. I am happy to share this stage with you. Just yesterday, I was telling Nico, having him run those play-by-plays allows me to take color and run it like a god, right, bro? Only because you guys, and whatever you do, it gives me that assurance that I can fly on my own. But you, my friend, you taking color, we can start rapping those play-by-plays in here today, especially when it's most needed between two of the most now dominant brands. Smart Omega, straightforward. Ultimate ePro, out of nowhere, Jericho. They've managed to get our attention. Let's see exactly how far they can pull this. Can they activate a second grand finals, even if they do not become the champions for the Philippines? Ultimate ePro will have my respect if they can do that. If they go beyond anything and everything else and become the Philippines champion.
New Kings? Question mark.
Because it's thus far something that has always been pegged as impossible. Not possible at all for any team within MSP to touch the Kings. Except, at times, the side of Almighty, at times, the side of Yudu Arashi. But, we'll keep that conversation for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a quick, short break. Jericho and I will be back with the final, or potentially the final series of the day.
Yeah, no me hagan mostrar. A la buena el mejor, a la mala normal. Yo no sé de rapear. Capi pone en la pista y yo empiezo a tirar. Yo no vine a inventar. Pegado en la UCI, pegado en la TAN. Mala mía, manito, es que como yo no hay otro igual. ¿Qué tal? El tiempo te lo estoy cambiando. 50 formas de seguir facturando. El género cambia para adelante y lo parto. Tranquilo que este flow yo te lo reparto. Que sepa. Alto, que de plata estoy llamando. Pero no celebrando que estamos ganando. La vida es un si no me entiende, googlea lo que estoy tirando. Para que tú no me sigas envidiando. Alto.
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers. If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming. Let them come.
This is impossible. My calculations are flawless. What exactly could have brought us to this ruined world?
We cannot die here. We have gone through countless worlds and passed by death countless times. We must unite. My friend, you must hold on.
This place is way more dangerous than we thought.
I need more time.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming.
How about we make a deal, stranger?
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Welcome back to the Call of Duty Mobile Philippines Championship 2021. I am here, VVV Jericho, with my partner, the Mustachio AJ, and we just witnessed an ultimate series by Ultimate ePro, winning that
Yeah.
3-1 against PDR. PDR getting that third place, and Ultimate securing stage 4 qualifiers and also the grand finals. But now we are going to move to the last game. It might be the last series, AJ, or it might be the last two. It's gonna be Smart Omega versus Ultimate ePro, AJ, and
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, Smart Omega, they are on a 15-0 streak right now in terms of the Philippines Championship. And I do not think just for the sake of hype, they want to break their record and activate the second grand finals. Smart Omega, they will be looking for that 18-0. But what a troublesome journey to find that it's going to be, because Ultimate ePro have just proven their worth by getting the best revenge possible, kicking PDR Esports out of the competition, sticking that number 3 spot to them. This was something that we were kind of discussing during the break as well. Ultimate ePro is the ex-PDR reborn. They were the number 2 technically under the PDR brand. Look at them and how much are they achieving for themselves here, man. I am absolutely loving the strats. Whoever the coach is for Ultimate ePro, that guy is God level for Call of Duty Mobile at the moment. And here are the men themselves, AG, Flex, Jabin, Tin, Yato, as well as Yobobs. Now, if Smart Omega want to stand a chance, they need to figure out a few things here. Whoopi needs to figure out how does he shut Yato down again and again. And now he also needs to figure out how he's going to deal with Yobobs if Yato goes down, because Yobabs will be able to pick that sniper up immediately, man. And Tin has been absolutely crushing it with his Fennec. No pun intended at all. I think the crush on the side of Smart Omega will be the best matchup for this guy. And I cannot wait to see what happens when they go head to head.
Yeah, it's all gonna come down to gunfights. Honestly, I feel like both teams, they have their plays, they have their map pick set, and it's just gonna come down to the gunfights. And we do see, Yobobs and Tin. They have to make huge plays, especially Yato. Will he live up to that to the MVP performance, or will he get shut down by the one and only Smart Omega team? We have Crush, Idra, Jay-Z, Candy, Whoopi, 6ix9ine, and their coach, Mr. Device. And this team is just God tier. You just see championships all over, and they are one of the best teams here in Garena and maybe even in the world. And let's see if they can prove it in this grand finals, AJ.
You say maybe, my friend. I'm booking it already. The best team in the world of Call of Duty Mobile. You're looking at the faces. Smart Omega, the brand that will take it all the way through. You see that? That's the face of true focus. And now these boys, they are ready for anything. And once again, Jericho, this is not to go out there and to prove that they are the most dominant brand. This is not to go out there and show people just what their months and months and months of non-stop hard work can bring if others go in and play as well. Such supremacy, such dominance that the side of Smart Omega have been bringing into the competition, it is all for one reason. They are doing this for Kia, for the man up there who's watching right now, and they are only going out there to play for Kia's eyes, man. Idra will be taking the head-to-head against Yato, 17-22 on the average kills. Yato goes in for the win, 1.66 to 1.82 though. KD ratio, Idra gets the cake, and we have discussed this in the past, Jericho. Idra knows how to survive in these games.
Yeah, I mean, if you just want to describe Idra, he's the best player in the game. That's it. He can do everything. And that's why, but I feel like Yato can, he can somehow try to beat him, but I feel like Idris has more plays up in his sleeves, the individuality, the way he plays the game mechanically, he's just really better. But I feel like this is the time where if you're Yato, you can step it up. This is where you can prove to these players that you can hang with the best. Let's see if they can do it in this matchup, but it's going to be a tough one for Ultimate.
Oh, And no doubt about that at all. Map vetoes. Let's see whether or not Ultimate will be able to get Lady Luck to smile at them this time around. No, they get denied yet again. Will they be able to still make a fight right back through? Because the kings of the Philippines, the kings of Garena, official kings of Garena, they've won the coin toss, Jericho.
Yeah, they did win the coin toss, and now we do see Hackney Yard is being banned. No Hackney Yard for Smart and for Ultimate E-Pro. Let's see what Ultimate E-Pro gets this.
Oh, GG.
What's the next ban? It should be Crossfire, and oh my, are we going to see another takeoff? Please, no, for the love of God, that's everything.
Let's
beautiful.
go, let's go. Come on, Smart Omega, do it. Take off, Hardpoint. I won this, bro. They know better.
Okay.
They know better. These boys are playing and they want to win. They just saw what Ultimate E-Pro could pull, at takeoff, man. So we are potentially going to see Smart Omega leave this for map number 4. And Ultimate E-Pro, there you go. They might just pull takeoff in for Hardpoint, and they do that. So now Smart Omega, if they want to avoid that takeoff perfection of a gameplay Ultimate E-Pro can pull in, they just need to pull off a 3-0. Technically, that was already in the books for their plan anyway.
Yeah, and then we do see now we move on to map number 2, which is Ultimate E-Pro's pick. Will be S&D on Summit. A little bit of mind games here. I think, Omega, they like Summit too, but I think Ultimate E-Pro, maybe they have some plays here that Smart Omega might be surprised, but let's see what's going to happen there. Game number 2 will be on Summit, and number 5, if it does have to go to the distance, it's going to be Standoff S&D, which is a comfort pick for Smart Omega, and the final map, which is going to be Domination, game number 3 will be Raid. And we know Ultimate E-Pro, they love Raid, but also Smart. They also like Raid. So it's going to be anybody's game in that game number 3. Sparrow will be banned and Annihilator as well. Death Machine, Equalizer, Gravity Vortex should be used. And I like it. I like this setup, AJ.
Baby, I like it. I absolutely love it, man. You know what I love about the map picks? The fact that takeoff as well as standoff is map number 4 and 5, right? And we know if it goes to standoff, it's going to be the win of Smart Omega. They have absolutely dominated that map time and time again. And Search and Destroy for Summit, that's going to be Smart Omega as well. I have not seen a team that plays Search and Destroy better than Smart Omega in the Philippines at the very moment. Ultimate E-Pro can just step it up. I mean, we've seen the difference that Yato makes in those games already. But this time around, he's going to be going up against a sniper of his caliber. Whoopi will be looking to put an end to his streak. But then again, Whoopi hasn't really been finding those golden moments with his snipes recently, has he, Jericho?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he's just slowing down. Maybe, he wants to save for the grand finals. Or, maybe he doesn't have to do anything because his teammates are, they're doing amazing work. So I feel like Whoopi is just like slowing it down, just taking his time. But I feel like this is where he has to step up. He has to reclaim that best sniper in the Philippines. He has to hit those shots. So let's see if he can do it in this one. But, set the tone in that game number 1, AJ. Let's see.
Absolutely, man. And Whoopi pulling back from the snipes, he didn't just go from god level to noob, right? You can see Whoopi picking up that MVP for himself as well. And those are mostly coming from those respawn modes. So this guy he has been sharpening his skills to be an all-rounder player just to make sure he can pick up the slack for Smart Omega if they do go ahead to drop in a couple of these rounds for Search and Destroy. And I love that ideation coming in from Whoopi, but has he sacrificed too much of time away from those snipes? Beautiful double nade opener coming through. Oh, my apologies. One nade, one smoke through here. And Yato going in for that early entry for that backstep as well. He should be able to catch Kendi. Beautiful shot coming through. But Yato didn't even need to go in for the pop. I love all of these approaches coming through for Ultimate E-Pro. And they open up that first hard point. And they will be able to grab 10 points for themselves. But they need to play this slightly more tactically because the white warehouse needs to be commanded first. Smart Omega, on the other hand, they are just taking straightforward gunfights right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the momentum coming up from the last year's Ultimate E-Pro, still riding off that adrenaline. And Smart Omega, it's their first game right now. The jitters are still there, maybe a little bit rustiness, but we do see now they have control here, and Ultimate getting that early lead, but Smart Omega managed to put 7 points. But if you look at the map, Smart Omega are willing to give up that time in order to control number 2, but we do see Ultimate just answering back, winning all the gunfights. AJ, look at that. They're trapping Omega down at the spawn, and it's all going to be Ultimate in your kill feed.
Now let's see exactly what Smart Omega can bring in here, because either Ultimate Ebro goes in for the fight on that hardpoint, which they actually do. I would think, you know, the better idea here would just to go in for P2. Now Command Center only has Yato in there. He should be able to get this done all on his own, but the numbers game from the side of Smart Omega not going to be making it easy for Yato at all. The Kings of Garena step back into the hardpoint, and here they come. Catch up gameplay from Smart Omega.
Yeah, beautiful break coming in from Smart Omega. Ultimate managed to get that first points, but Smart just a little bit more powerful here. Look at this. This is where they like it. This is where they like it. But as soon as they say that, Ultimate breaks it as well. Huge plays coming in from Ultimate. They are actually doing well at this hardpoint. You know, they're still leading. They're still tied up. Pretty close game right now, but they're slowly pushing the lead higher and higher. 40 points already. Look at Omega in the next hill already, but Ultimate just immediately trades it fast. This is so nice coming in from Ultimate, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, both Ultimate ePro as well as Smart Omega, these are the two brands that will be representing the Philippines at the Garena qualifiers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, where one team can step on to see who will be able to grab the title at the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2021, presented by Sony. Ultimate ePro in front for 51-43 now, but as we open up P3, White Warehouse has just been flooded by the players of Smart Omega. And that comeback gameplay, where it should have been pulled off at Command Center, extends over to the White Warehouse and prevented by Ultimate ePro.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Omega, they're trying their best to get some time off that trailer, but they're not. Just look at it. Crush is having a hard time. He's just pushing on his own. Jay-Z as well. You need to push together if you're Omega, and if you're Ultimate, just keep doing what you're doing. Put that pressure on. You know, you're getting a lot of time here, winning all those gunfights. Crush again and Whoopi one by one. Just Omega just not having the best of games right here. And if you're Ultimate, just keep doing it. And now they're leading higher and higher. And this should be this next hill should also be for Ultimate.
Let's see exactly what Smart Omega has to say about that, because their players are the ones in Barracks Hut now, and they've set the defense up. A great pull of a sentry gun here perhaps may be able to aid them in the early stages. They go in for that early rotation, but I feel like they should be able to pull this off as long as they don't allow Ultimate ePro to step in with those score streaks. But as I say that, look at AG as he pulls out the death machine. He should be able to bring in all of those power plays. Goes through. Candy snuffs him out before he can be very useful. Smart Omega, they do have this hardpoint contested, and Ultimate ePro going in back-to-back for the challenge, and now they pull the flank through passageway as well, and Yato, the playmaker for the side of Ultimate ePro, helping them pick that hardpoint up.
Yeah, and we do see Omega losing the spawns and Ultimate popping out already on the other side, but here comes the Predator Missile. Whoopi does get one. Look at the Omega push. They're going to be able to push this, but they have to win this gunfights. They need this time in order for them to start making that comeback, but Ultimate just shutting it down. Yato and Tin, but Candy is there. 1 and 5 making a play, and Ultimate still has control. The control of the hardpoint is just amazing by Ultimate. They're just showing off. And Omega, they're down by a lot here. They need to come back here. One hill can make a difference here. And if you're Omega, you have to start winning your gunfights right now.
Oh, what a Predator dropped in onto the players at trailer container. Beautiful place by Smart Omega. The gods of RNG on their side now, making them spawn over at the warehouse number 4. Easy access from Branch Road in towards the next hardpoint. The full rotation has been brought through, but Yato, with a beautiful usage of that Hunter-Killer drone, will be able to thin the numbers of Smart Omega as they make that approach. Then the hold for Ultimate ePro towards the closer of this game just looks so strong. The kings of old Smart Omega. They look like
they're falling right now. AJ 130, no one is near, but there's a sentry gun there. Sentry gun is down there. They can still make a push here. They have to force this now. Scrap time is essential for them. They can't rotate earlier. They have to get all the time that they need. Here comes the play. Jay-Z there, but look at Yobob, and Candy is there. He has to help his teammates, not just looking at their Candy, just a little bit late for there. 15 seconds left, and Ultimate, they can't win it off here. It's gonna go to the next hill, and let's see if Omega can pull off a comeback here. 130 to beat, but look at the rotation in middle. But here comes Idra, gets one. Candy here, all alone, has to get this win here, but Yobob takes him out. No one is near. Smart Omega, 7 more points and the game will be over. Omega's having a hard time. No one's gonna be near the hill, and it should be an Ultimate victory, AJ.
It's definitely an ultimate victory. Smart Omega giving leeway here, and it looks like they have just given way too much of space for Ultimate E-Pro. And yeah, you can come and make that takeover right now, but it's just a little bit too late. Score streaks galore on the side of Ultimate E-Pro. They should be able to bring this map to a close, and let's see exactly what they go ahead to do. Yato as well as Yobab's dropping in, and it's game over. Ultimate E-Pro take the first match against Smart Omega.
I mean, if you're Ultimate E-Pro, you're winning all your gunfights. Just pretty much winning all your gunfights. Even though Omega was rotating first, the rotational gunfights just really costed them. They weren't winning other gunfights. When they were pushing Crush and Whoopi, they were pushing one by one. Everyone was just not on their same game. Like I said, AJ, it's that adrenaline from that last series. I feel like, Ultimate, they're warmed up fast. And if you're smart, you gotta step it up. I know you guys are one of the best teams here, but you can't be losing those simple gunfights against Ultimate E-Pro. But respect to Ultimate, they came in here and now they're taking the 1-0 lead.
Oh, beautiful plays coming through from Ultimate E-Pro, but they cannot at any chance whatsoever lose focus. They have to make sure they go in for the full-on push, because this is the side of Smart Omega. We don't know what's running through their minds. Dropping one match, it just makes them all that more dangerous. Pretty much a little bit of what we have seen in Ultimate E-Pro is what we can expect out of Smart Omega as well. Just when they look the least lethal, they do strike hard, Jericho.
Yeah, they just do strike hard, and it was just unfortunate if you're Omega. And actually, AJ, I just do want to bring it up. The last time, firing range for me, that's not the best map of Omega, because I remember when I was in when we were in VVV, we beat them in firing range as well, even in past seasons. So I feel like maybe firing range is now not on their table. Maybe they're just trying to slow it down, but I feel like they should have just picked a different map, AJ. 70 to 150. It could have been closer, but it's just the gunfights, honestly. Nothing went wrong with the rotation. It's just pure gunfights that they lost.
Yeah, and I'll tell you which part surprised me the most, right? It's not even the pick for firing range. It's the ban on Hackney Yard. Since when does Smart Omega not like to play at Hackney Yard? They will be able to absolutely decimate their opponents at Hackney Yard, right? So very, very peculiar vetoes coming through from the Kings of Garena for today. Firing range, they go in for the pick and they get slain 150 to 76. A tremendous effort shown by the side of Ultimate E-Pro, and they prove that it is enough to snuff out Smart Omega, regardless of how much the hype at the end of the day, map mastery as well as mechanical supremacy will reign at the top. And now Smart Omega, they're not out of it just yet, man. This is a best out of 5. They should be able to fight it back at Summit. It's a map that they've gone in and dominated so many other teams. I don't see why not now and why not here.
Yeah, and if you're Ultimate, you got 1 game down, you need 5 more. But first, now they're going to move on to S&D, AJ. And this should be, if you're smart, you got to win an S&D here. Whoopi has to turn up here. And if you're Ultimate, just make it 2-0, put the pressure on them. And now we're going to see Ultimate, Smart Omega on the offense. It's going to be a slow push, 1-2 push. Bomb carrier is going to be on A, but there's going to be one player there, which is Jabin. We'll have a Fennec, no sniper in A side. So it's going to be a good advantage for Smart Omega.
Now Whoopi needs to play this safe. He does. Spot Yato, goes in for a quick scope, and Yato punishes him with the Fennec, goes in for a 2-piece for itself. Indra taken down as well. AG drops
my God.
And Yato takes a 3rd kill. Crush snuffed out, and this is just all out Ultimate E-Pro.
If you were that one player of Omega, you can't be losing that. He was one shot. The miscommunication, they both looked at the same area, and in the end, Yato just made a play there. Gets 3 kills in that round, I believe. Yes, he did. Yato with 3 and 1 already. Huge plays coming in from Ultimate, and it was such a good start from Omega. But I feel like Yato, he just made that play, got the retake going, and then they got that 1-0, AJ.
Let's see exactly what else Ultimate E-Pro can bring in here to surprise us. Crush going in for the quick approach at control room number 2. Will be holding the main entrance in here to this side. Whoopi will go in with the exact same play. Hopefully this time around he will be a little bit more patient. Candy should be able to catch Yato off guard here, but it is Yato that goes in with that brilliant anticipation, and Fennec snuffs Candy out of the equation. Jabin, Fennec in hand as well, will be able to take Crush out of this equation if he can catch him off guard. Yato, opportunity, spots Crush, but Crush a little bit too fast. AG takes control from the back. Tin drops Whoopi out of the equation, And Smart Omega just left with one more player after Tin goes in for the pop. Hydra takes a kill right back against Jabin, and he will be dropped by AG. Bomb defusal by the side of Ultimate E-Pro. Second round in a row.
Wow, the retake is coming in, and Smart Omega, I don't know what's happening. They're not themselves right now, AJ. They're just losing a lot of easy gunfights like Candy in that corner, but Ultimate, they're just pedal to the metal, full throttling everything. They're just being super confident, winning all their gunfights. And now we're just see Omega gonna make a rush here, but look at Ultimate E-Pro, a triple man, second floor rush, then gets one, Idra gets EG as well, 4v4, and now it's gonna be a stalemate, but here comes the push from Jay-Z. Beautiful plays coming in from the captain, and now it's gonna be a 4v3, 3v2, 2v2. Everyone's just dropping down. Yato finally gets taken out by Crush, and now it's a 1v2. Javen, it's all up to you. Can they get this clutch, or will Omega finally get on the board?
Yeah, will Omega finally start playing Call of Duty Mobile, is what you meant to say. These guys are fooling around, man. Jabin, Fennec in hand, he should be able to snuff Crush out. It's a 2-on-1 situation, and Ultimate Pro did not anticipate this at all, but they should still be able to get the win. Jabin now finds Crush, but he needs to be careful onto his left. He does get caught out by Jay-Z, and even that was a little slow, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was so slow, but I mean, if you were Javen, you should have just got information. It was a 1v2. He played that a little bit poorly, but it's okay. You know, you're still up 2-1, but if you're Omega, okay, good. You're now in your round. Now you got to be comfortable. Try to do some rushes here. Try to, surprise Ultimate E-Pro, and look at Ultimate E-Pro. Now they're going to slow it down, but look at Omega. Now the rush is here. This is what I like from Omega, just adapting to what's happening to the situation, and let's see if they can get another round to tie it up.
Now let's see if or not they will be able to pull this off. The approach towards bomb side B coming in from Jay-Z, who backs away after he allows Whoopi to aggress on first. Whoopi does not take that shot, but the positioning of the trophy system should be able to allow them to go in for that plant. Beautiful plant by Jay-Z. Now Whoopi should be able to take Tin out of the equation, but if Tin is as fast as he usually is, Whoopi is going to be in trouble. Beautiful shots coming through from Jabin, but he does not get that kill.
Yeah, that's a huge kill right there. Jabin versus for Idra, but Idra runs away already. Trades are coming in. Yato Yobabs gets one. Whoopi gets two. Huge kills coming in from Whoopi. Gets away with his life, but will need help from his teammates. Manages to get a hit marker, and it's all up to Idra in a 1v3 again. Gets spotted already, but gonna get spotted, but it's a little bit too late. The double chow coming in from Ultimate, and just like that, Smart Omega. They're playing a little bit carelessly here, in my opinion, AJ. You know, no one's really near for each other for trades. And it's costing them in the long run, AJ.
If I'm being honest, I don't buy this crap. If I'm being honest, it might sound like I'm underestimating Ultimate E-Pro. So I will not be honest, and we'll just take it as it is, man. It is what it is. Smart Omega, they are down 3-1. Let's see exactly what Ultimate E-Pro can do here, because you know we've seen this sucker punch by a Smart Omega before. You reel them in, you make them a little bit confident, and you snuff the lives out of them. Ultimate E-Pro, hopefully they don't fall for that.
Yeah, hopefully they don't, but look at here. The bomb will be planted again. Same positioning from Ultimate E-Pro and Smart. Now they're going to be playing a little bit closer with each other. Bomb is down, and here comes the first wave of enemies from Ultimate, but Crush takes out one. First blood comes in from Omega. It's going to be a 5v4. Whoopi, he has to hit the shot, but the defuse is going to come in. Javen gets taken out. Jay-Z gets two as well, but AG takes out Whoopi, and now it's going to be a 2v4. Tin gets taken out, and Crush gets one more. Finally, Omega playing just like the old Omega, 3-2, switching sides. Defense now will be an Omega, and Ultimate will get the offense side.
Yeah, we've watched too many of these matches already, Jericho. They can't pull that on us. Yeah, nice try, boys. We'll see. But I want to see exactly where this is going, right? Because you're playing with fire if you're Smart Omega. Ultimate E-Pro, they've already proven their worth, and they will be able to punish you if you're not careful. I guess Smart Omega's a little bit, they do have that wiggle room, because regardless of whatever sort of risk they take in this series, they don't go down. They've got an extra life.
Yeah, they don't go down. They're just trying to slow it down. But, you need to have a different kind of mindset here. You want to end it fast, because you'll never know what's going to happen in that second series. You might just be able to get 3-0'd, But Whoopi finally getting one AJ. It's going to be a 3v4 in favor of Smart Omega. Bomb is down, and A as well. Pressure will be on Ultimate. Can they try to make a play here? Javen does spot a lot of players there. We'll give out the call out. 1 minute and 10 seconds. But Yato just making plays and plays and plays for his ultimate. He's just being a nuisance in this game.
Yeah, Ultimate ePro just needs to focus on their plays and make sure they don't get caught out by the mind games that Smart Omega seems to be setting up here. 3-1 now. They are trying to shut down Ultimate ePro, but Jabin should be able to change things around for them. The Fennec versus Crush's Fennec, he should not be able to get this shot off, and the information has gone onto the side of Crush. Crush just backs away a little bit too easily. Jabin's taking a losing fight here, gets himself into trouble by jumping down into control room number 2, and Whoopi snuffs him out. He could have played that a little bit better, but for what reason? Right? No reason whatsoever. It was just outnumbered, and Smart Omega seems to be making a comeback now, Jericho. So let's see.
Yeah, they managed to tie it up now, but let's see if they can string a couple of rounds in. I think now they have their groove going, AJ. This should be 3 rounds in a row for them, but I feel like Ultimate, they have a different kind of play here. Look at that offense, but look at the defense as well. They're going to be able to control second floor, and now all the Ultimate players are going to be stuck below, and the top advantage will be given to Omega. Spots one, misses his shot, but the nade by Yato. Nice. What a beautiful nade coming in from Ultimate, and Yato trying to make a play here. Gets another one. 2 kills coming in from Yato. 5 versus 3. Omega is going to be able to fall back, and just like that, bomb will go down for Ultimate.
Yeah, nobody kills Crush when he's holding on to a Fennec, man. What's going on here? Yato just a little bit too good, a little bit too sharp today. Now they should be able to catch Whoopi out of position as well. Kendi gets taken down. Idra, he is the final option, but Yobabs makes quick work of him. And Ultimate ePro, they take the lead.
I mean, the way that they're doing, it's just... Did you see how Ultimate was pushing that? They were double pushing, triple pushing, just pre-aiming angles, you know. It's just, I like what I'm seeing from Ultimate, especially Yato with 13 kills again, AJ. And if you're Omega, you're just right there. You just need to really just win your gunfight at this point.
Whoa. Aggressive openness here coming up against Whoopi. Yobabs, what position he holds. Takes Whoopi out with just pure anticipation. Jay-Z drops Tin out of the equation, and now Crush trying to set up the trophy system for himself. Yato snuffs Kendi out of the equation, and Ultimate ePro now has the advantage of numbers on their side. The bomb has not gone in here for the blunt just yet, but the A side is wide open. Cable car edge all for the side of Ultimate ePro.
Yeah, I mean, it took them a while, but Bomb will go down now. It's going to be a 3v3 equal matchups here, and Bomb will go down, and I think Omega is going to be able to push together. But look at number 1. Look at Jabin. Jabin just being a sneaky player. But Crush as well. They didn't not spot each other, but Yobabs, the Call of Duty timing is unbelievable. And there, Jay-Z makes a play, but AG takes out Jay-Z. It's a 2v2 right here. Eden takes out AJ, and it's all up to you, Crush. Jabin versus Jay-Z versus Idra. Here we go. 15 seconds. All you have to do is play time if you're Ultimate. Idra, the spot 1. Shots are going down. Javen shots down Idra. It's going to be a 5-3 in favor of Ultimate ePro. Beautiful plays coming out from Jabin. He's just being that veteran. Even though he had 2 kills, those 2 kills were very important in that last round, AJ.
You play with fire, it's gonna burn you, man. Smart Omega, they were cheeky, and it looks like Ultimate ePro is just picking up the slack from the side of Smart Omega, and they're running away with it, right? Beautiful plays coming through by Ultimate ePro, and they take advantage of this lackadaisical approach by the side of the Kings of Garena. And now the bomb going in for the approach on control from number 2, Ultimate ePro. They've got their eyes set onto their A site once again. Now they have to be careful because Crush is holding a good angle in here. A little bit hidden, but he has been spotted by Jabin. What a spot! And now Jabin going in for the toss of that nade. Is he going to go in for the drop as well? Fennec should be able to snuff him out. Kendi goes in for the shutdown. AG takes Crush out of the equation. Smart Omega is about to lose this.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2v4. Kendi goes down 1v4. Eden, it's all up to you, and I think this should be over. The Ultimate's going to send Omega. Oh, not yet. 1v3. Still a winnable situation if you're either best player in the Philippines. Let's see if he can make a play. 25 seconds left. Idra will spot 1 AG. AG does go down. It's going to be 1v2. Idra does know it's going to be more play on the right. The corner is not there. They're going to send Omega to game number 3. And Ultimate ePro 2-0 in this series right now, AJ.
I'm not convinced, my friend. I'm not convinced
Not yet.
because...
All right.
I mean, I was so much more convinced by Ultimate E-Pro when they were taken on PDR. And that's the mind-boggling fact here, right? Because they got the win, but I'm not convinced. I just don't know why. Are they going to be able to punish the side of Smart Omega all the way through dominantly? Because it just seems like Ultimate E-Pro is taking advantage of every single opportunity they find Smart Omega slacking off. But what if Smart Omega doesn't slack off?
Oh, that's true. That's true. And I mean, AJ, I mean, I feel like the last game just really mattered. I mean, the last series really mattered for Ultimate because it just got their groove going. And if you're Omega, it just, you know, it's kind of, yes, you can practice at rank, you can practice at firing range, but it's a different kind of tournament. You know, this is a different vibe, you know. So I feel like they're just trying to get it in. But now you got to start playing properly. I just don't see anything going on for Omega. But if you look at the leaderboard, AJ, Yato again with 15 kills, just making plays for Ultimate. And, you know, he's a reason why he's the MVP for that team. And he's just really playing so well, AJ.
Yeah. So, you know, apart from the Kings of the Philippines, the Kings of Garena, you know, there's another nickname that this squad has for themselves, right? Smart Omega, they are known as the Comeback Kings. So a reverse sweep isn't going to be impossible per se for the brand, but against Ultimate E-Pro, for the brand that has just been so spot on so far, they are 5 for 5 in terms of their matches in this final day of the playoffs. They don't look like they want to stop anytime soon, Jericho.
Yeah, they definitely shouldn't stop, you know, especially it's going to be on Domination Raid, which is, they love that map, AJ. So, you know, it's they're playing fire with fire, right? AJ Omega is playing fire with fire, especially with this map pick on Raid. But let's see what's going to happen here. Are they going to be able to reset the bracket, or, you know, Omega, they just want to show something. They just want to do a reverse sweep. I mean, I wouldn't be proud of that, but I mean, I'll take it.
I want the side of Ultimate to reset the brackets. Just show us that you can go in here for the win as well. And so far, they've been doing amazing, man. Smart Omega, they've been making these mistakes. But what I'm more curious about is, are they forced mistakes on their own accord? Or is Ultimate E-Pro forcing those mistakes out of Smart Omega? And we should be able to identify that through this play right here.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. Domination. Here we go. Whoopi opening things up, but Yato gets that trade. And then look at the players of Omega. They're just stacking Art Room right here. Just trying to get these gunfights because they want that control of Laundry. And Tin here, being a nuisance, gets one. We'll try to get another one. The Snow Crush is there. We'll give the call, but look, a beautiful shot's coming for Tin. And just like that, no more Smart Omega players. And Yato just spawn tapping them. Gets two. Can he get the third one? Yes, he can. Yato, triple kill already. And B is captured by Ultimate E-Pro right now, AJ.
Oh, beautiful, man. They are going to run away with this. Raid is their map, and Domination just is a little bit too easy. And on top of everything else, this was the map pick of Smart Omega, and Ultimate E-Pro, they were able to pick the sides, and they show respect to Smart Omega. They didn't pull the same trick twice. They are no one-trick pony, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This time around, they start off on the side that we expect them to start off from. These Special Forces base, they immediately take Laundry, and what a determination to pull that Bravo flag into their hands. But now those gunfights from the side of Smart Omega should be able to pull that B flag in for their side. But beautiful plays by Yato to prevent it. And that B flag will remain in the strong hands of Ultimate E-Pro, Jericho.
Yeah, but we do see number 5 here. It's going to be Candy. Candy trying to make a play here. We'll try to get one. He does get one there at the flag. But we do see here C and A being captured. It's going to be a 1v1 gunfight. But Tin takes out Candy. And now it's going to be all up to Ultimate. They have a 2 flag again. And look at the positioning of Ultimate. They're just trading. But there again, Crush with that KRM. Making the play. The distraction is in. And look at Omega. They're going to be able to make a push for B, AJ. Big gunfights here for both teams. Let's see who's going to be able to take it.
They are going in for a great rotation from the side of Smart Omega. They hold on to Gallery, which means the push for that B flag should be strong now. The other players trickling in one by one, but Ultimate E-Pro winning a majority of these gunfights. And finally, we do see Idra abandoning his post at Gallery because the conversation has been flown through. They know that backup is on the way, and Idra drops in to see if or not he can take over Laundry, but denied by the players of Ultimate E-Pro. 57-33. What a way to run this game. What a way to dominate the Kings of the Philippines.
Yeah, the way Ultimate's just playing, they're just putting all their gunfights, but now Omega finally making some plays. They're starting to come alive as soon as we say that. Yato just shut them down, AJ. Look at the kill feed. It's all ultimate, all Phoenix, AG, Tin just making plays. Here comes a spawn trap. They're going to go for the Sharp Cap. I think they are. Yeah, here we go. They're going to go for it. Yato trying to make a play again. Gets one more and trying to take them out as well. Finally takes them out, but Omega finally captures B, but they lose a home flag, AJ.
Yeah, cheeky, man. Really, really cheeky plays coming in here from the side of Ultimate ePro, but I absolutely love it. And now they are going to trickle in towards that laundry, but just way too late. Ultimate ePro has run away with the game. And 75-point mark, Ultimate ePro leads this match. Smart Omega, are they going to be able to catch up, man? Crush is on a 5-9 KD so far. Crush is not shooting people.
Yato's on 17 and 5. First half.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So,
man.
Hence why, Coach Jericho, I'm not buying this crap right
All right. I mean, let's see what's going to happen here. I mean, Omega, they have the good side now, AJ. Let's see if they can actually make a comeback. 46 or 78. I'll have a lot of time to work here, AJ. They just need to start capping it. Jay-Z has that death machine, but the gravity vortex pulls him in. Javen decides to kill himself, but also takes out Jay-Z, and here comes Ultimate. Look at the push coming in. A 4-stack coming in that raid side. Whoopi on that laundry side. They have to win the gunfights, and AG gets taken out by Candy. Tin takes out Hydra as well. Back and forth, and Whoopi finally getting some lives here, and we do see Ultimate again. Just the trades are just coming in. They're just helping each other, picking up lanes. And if you're Ultimate, you can slow it down. You have a huge lead in Hydra with a katana. AJ, 86 to 55. It's just going to be a back and forth. No one has captured B yet.
Yeah, I think Ultimate ePro is going to do it in a few seconds, right? Look at the backstab now being led by AG. He has got the perfect artillery within his hands. He goes in for that backstab now. And unfortunately for the side of Ultimate ePro, Smart Omega wins that fight. Whoopi still dominates in here. And that B flag is just safe in the hands of the Kings. Beautiful plays coming through back-to-back Jericho from the side.
Yeah, but now it's slowly swinging over to the Smart Omega team. They managed to cap B, but I feel like they have to string some kills there. They need some score streaks here. And look at Jabin and number 3, but the help is there. Candy with a 2-piece. B is being captured. Hydra, you have to try to defend it. Doesn't manage to spot one, but Yobab's all in himself there. He needs help from his teammates. Finally gets taken out. Candy with a death machine. And here we go. The boys from Smart Omega slowly gaining momentum here. Can they make a play? But Jabin is there, but he's gonna get turned on by Crush. Sit down, Jabin. But as soon as he said that, he made the play. Ultimate ePro gets B again, and just like that, Ultimate ePro will get the lead and get more points.
Yeah, they should be able to now run away with this particular series, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What a play, what an effort coming through from Ultimate ePro. They want to go in, they want to reset the brackets. Bring it on, says Smart Omega. But unfortunately for the Kings, they didn't expect this sort of a quality. Ultimate ePro not only takes them up on the challenge, they are running away with this, Jericho.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the way that Yato and all the other players are playing, it's just crazy. But, you know, it's still not yet over. Omega, they can still make a play here. Jay-Z clears it out. No more players near on B. They can hop on it, but look at 1 and 5. It's going to be Yato and Yobab just making a play. Takes out Tin. Whoopi takes out Tin as well. But if you're Omega, you're just hopping in on now. And they're just having a hard time. And this should be a short win for Ultimate ePro. The way that they're playing, Sentry Gun is down. Yobab just making play after play after play. And Smart Omega has no answer for the second half, AJ.
I have a theory, but I'll keep the theory for the next series. 135, 299, Ultimate ePro. They are going all the way through. You know, for pro players, don't really get tired playing these rounds, right? I mean, you're used to it. You grind for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But it's a little bit different in terms of, you know, those mind games, isn't it? You take a win. Ultimate ePro so dominant in terms of pulling in all of those points towards their own side. But what if we open up the next series and Smart Omega turns this on its head 180 degrees? Then what? So I get exactly where Smart Omega is going with that sort of a mind game. But Ultimate ePro will make you pay a very, very, very high price, Jericho.
I mean, yeah, they gave up their first life already, AJ. Now they're gonna reset the bracket. Great trio coming in from Ultimate ePro, but have they given all their energy already, AJ? Are they gonna be tired for the next best of 5, AJ? So I feel like I do agree with you because based on experience, we lost the first series, me and Ranger, and we ended up winning in the second series because the other team was just super tired. So I feel like that might play in a part. But then again, I mean, we'll have to see because the way that Smart Omega's been playing, it's not really the Smart Omega that we know.
The way Smart Omega is playing is really, really smart. Tire out your opponents. You don't even have to fight them, right? I mean, they're just gonna be drained out, man. Throughout that whole match, where Smart Omega wasn't really putting in a lot of effort, Ultimate E Pro, on the other hand, they were using brain power, and it takes a lot of effort, synergy, as well as prowess to go in there and cap 3 back-to-back matches against Smart Omega, even if they weren't really giving their 100% just yet. But once again, this is Smart Omega playing with fire. They might get burned.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50 play if that's the case, AJ, because, you could have ended it already, but if you want to play another series, well, I mean, why not? We'll take it. But now we do see the final scores here, AJ. Hardpoint was very convincing. Summit convincing as well, especially Yato. And in Domination, I mean, I don't know. Yato just went off. He ended at least with 28 kills. I mean, this kid's crazy. But I want to see if he can keep it up, AJ. But I mean, let's see what's gonna happen here. They're gonna have to map veto again, another reset of the map. So it's gonna take some time, AJ. But then again, are you impressed by Ultimate E Pro, AJ?
I absolutely am. And here is the small problem. I hope Smart Omega knows that the rule book actually mentioned, and I understand exactly why we got this a little mixed up. Even I thought that there was going to be yet another map veto after this. But we've gotten confirmation from production that in the rule book, it states that you do not get a second veto after the series. So the cheeky plays by Smart Omega to go in for that Hackney Yard ban, it might turn against them in here. If they don't get to unban Hackney Yard, they have to stick with this. Firing range, we clearly have seen exactly what Ultimate E Pro can bring in. Summit wasn't the most convincing win, but it still was great, right? And raid is straightforward. We know Ultimate E Pro is amazing on raid. And that's where I am afraid. Smart Omega playing with fire.
This is just unfortunate. That's so unfortunate for Smart Omega. I feel like they wanted to reset the maps, but I guess they have to play it again, and let's see if they can do it again. So I mean, AJ, these are some highlights here from firing range. It was a close start, but when Ultimate started getting away from second hill and third hill, it was just a little bit hard for them, right here, especially here. Yeah. Look at Jay-Z. You can't be pushing on yourself by there. Yes, you can get a kill, but the trade's coming in there. You need help from your teammates. Here, Whoopi again, Crush again on his own. Whoopi again on his own. Trades are just not there. It's just really, it was all Ultimate E Pro from wire to wire, start from finish.
Absolutely, man. I 100% agree with you. But here's the thing. We need to call it out as it is. This was not the usual Smart Omega that we
Yes, that's true. I agree.
Yeah. And it's such a difficult statement to make because Ultimate E Pro has just gotten 3-0, and making statements like that, takes away a little bit from what they have achieved in the series. But I just can't help but say it. I mean, once again, Jericho, you and I, we've witnessed quite a bit of matches that Smart Omega, or as they used to be known as NRX Jeremiah 2911, has gone in here, dominated. Yeah, that was not even the shadow of what Smart Omega is capable of pulling off. But yet again, I want to stress, Ultimate E Pro, no chump squad, man. We saw the art of deception pulled off at amazing standards against PDR Esports, and they should be able to do it against Smart Omega as well.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe do they still have more plays to come out? Maybe now that it's gonna be reset. I mean, it's gonna be reset of the series, but the same maps. I feel like Smart Omega, they have a lot of ideas of what's gonna happen now in this in the next couple of games. Maybe they have counter plays now, AJ. Maybe they're gonna be able to read Ultimate E Pro. So this might be an interesting series. This one might go to game 5 now, AJ. This next one.
I don't know. I don't know, right? I don't know. We have to see those plays, man. I mean, if it is just 100% game on from the side of Smart Omega, Why do the boys have to do it this way, man? They should have just made it easy on us. I mean, if they had played their true 100% game, it would have been so easy to make the call. Right now, it's a 50-50. I don't know exactly what we are seeing here. Is this the real gameplay of Smart Omega? Are they really going to fall? Are the kings of all no longer going to reign supreme?
I mean, it depends, man. I mean, if they're gonna be playing the same way as they played in that first series, and that's just that just shows that Ultimate E Pro, they have their number. They pretty much have Omega's number if that happens. But I feel like now they can turn up. Now they need to turn up if you're Omega. This is very unfortunate because a lot of the whole world's probably watching you. Probably Tribe Gaming's watching, or even NYSL Mayhem. They're watching out for this team because they know that if they come through the worlds, they need to work on them. But if they're gonna be showing this kind of gameplay, it's just gonna be difficult to call it down, to name them one of the best teams with them just losing to Ultimate E Pro.
I'll tell you who's the most pissed off man in the world right now.
Jay-Z.
No. Ghost
No?
Wrecker. Because the guy's how did
Oh, you know what he said? Because he didn't take a bath mustachio.
Well, Rekka, unfortunate man, you gotta stick by. You gotta watch exactly what Smart Omega can bring on. But once again, I hope they have not gone in here and played with fire just before dousing themselves with fire. I feel like they might have just dropped into a pool of gasoline. The boys from Smart Omega, this is just so risky. But let's talk a little bit about one guy who has been on friggin' point. 2 series back-to-back, the soldier of the game, the one and only Yato, Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, he showed up, AJ. He showed up. He showed up to the game. Yato with 19 kills and a 1.66 KD ratio. He's just making so many plays for the team. It's making the lives of Ultimate E Pro players easier. He's just being a nuisance, getting all these kills. And now we do see the updated bracket, AJ. And fans, yes, we do have 2 best of 5. So don't you worry. It's not yet over. We got 1 more, but we do see Smart Omega getting 3-0'd. You don't see that every day, AJ. And now we're going to reset the bracket, AJ.
Oh, absolutely. And now I know the comment section like, hey, how come the hype died down? Nah. We know by the complexion of that game, there was no way in hell it was going to end at match 6. Match number 7 was a guarantee. And if you hear Jericho as well as Mustachio going all the way out at match 6, who's going to shoutcast match 7 for you guys? Smart Omega takes on Ultimate E Pro. And this is the final showdown. No redos, no remakes. It is a best out of 5. And are we going to be able to see a little bit of that amazing Smart Omega complexion in here with another 3-0? Are we going to see an immediate reversal back in here? Or will Ultimate E Pro stand up to be the new kings of Philippines, Jericho?
I mean, we need to see. I need to see something from Omega. That last game, I was just, I was, as a fan, I was sad because I was like, these guys are the best. And then they just got pooped on, and you don't see that every day. And, I mean, maybe it's because they never lost, and now that they're tasting defeat, it just changes the whole scenery. So let's see what happens here. But I hopefully we do see the different kind of Smart Omega. And if you're Ultimate E Pro, keep pressuring Smart Omega. You have their number after this first series. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be golden. So I feel like Game 5 is it's gonna be a huge. I just see it right now. Game 5, round 11, 1v1, Yato versus Whoopi. I mean, I just see it right now.
And on top
AJ.
of that, right? On top of that, Jericho, they went in there for those cheeky map picks, man. They banned out their own Hackney art. These guys, let's see exactly what they have got in store for us in the final series confirmed of the Philippines Championship presented by Sony. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jericho and I will take a quick short break. We'll go in and top up our energy because when we come back, you get 100%.
impossible. My calculations are flawless. What exactly could have brought us to this ruined world?
We cannot die here. We have gone through countless worlds and passed by death countless times. We must unite. My friend, you must hold on.
This place is way more dangerous than we thought.
I need more time.
Brace yourselves. More flashbacks incoming.
How about we make a deal, stranger?
If you would like to get exclusive content updates, previews, and events, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notifications. Stay frosty, soldiers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the final series of the Philippines Championship presented by Sony. My name's AJ. I'm the Mustachio. The Filipinos call me Mr. Suave. Down here with the one and only Jolly Coach Jericho to break down all of the action for you guys. And the action in here today has been a little bit confusing. I understand a lot of fans in here are wondering what in the world is going on. We will be able to find our answers in this series, Jericho.
Yes, the final series, Ultimate ePro managed to reset the bracket. And, Omega, they used their extra life. They used their one-up. And now this is it. This is the final series. We're going to crown one champion here. But both of them are already champions in their own rights, being qualifying for the stage 4. And as we can see, the schedule, PDR and Ultimate ePro. The Ultimate ePro winning that. And then just before Ultimate ePro winning against Smart Omega, and now it's going to be the last series, AJ.
Okay, now let's see if or not it's going to be 3-0, or will Ultimate ePro be able to beat Smart Omega yet again with a 5-match showdown? Smart Omega, is a comeback going to be possible? Because a lot is on the line here. This is the Kings of the Philippines going into this matchup under a new brand, albeit technically Smart Omega, they ain't no Kings of Philippines. Technically Smart Omega, they've not gone to the Garena Invitationals. They've not gone in here to the Garena qualifiers and proven their worth just yet under that name. But the brand is still being carried by the same boys, Jericho.
Yeah, that is true. And we do have the head-to-head now. It's going to be Whoopi versus Yato. This is the matchup we've been waiting for, AJ. 15 kills for Whoopi and 19 kills for Yato. But, a negative KD ratio for Whoopi. That's the one that really stands out for me, AJ. 0.96 and Yato with a whopping 1.66. This man is on fire. Can he keep it up for this last series?
Yeah, I mean, the community kept asking me, why aren't you saying it? Why aren't you screaming it? These numbers that sometimes I write off as just pure, numbers, digits on a piece of paper. You have to take it seriously because the level of competition in the Philippines has just been absolutely phenomenal. And Yato's that one guy who has stepped up his sniping skills. But Whoopi has stepped up his skills as well. He has not just gone in there to perfect his snipes, he has gone in there to perfect himself as an all-rounded player. And that is what I believe is the golden point about Smart Omega. Each and every single one of their players are flex players. Each and every single one of their players can step into any role and dominate. And that's exactly what Whoopi has been focusing on. Whether or not that was the right type of focus to bet on, we will find out today, Jericho.
Yes, AJ, we will find out. And here we go, guys. We don't have to reset the map ban, so that Hackney Yard ban, AJ, is going to be a GG for Omega. But then again, different kind of series, same maps, but it's a reset for everything. Composure and Omega's going to have that regain. But if your Ultimate E-Pro, momentum is on your side. You have to ride on that, and let's see if they can start off, game one, just like what they did in the last time, AJ.
Absolutely, man. Now, a quick shout out to all of the fans in the comment section. I want to remind all of you, especially if you're from the Philippines, both of these brands, Smart Omega as well as Ultimate E-Pro, will be representing your nation at the Garena qualifiers. Both of them deserve your love. Both of them deserve your hype in the comment section as well. Give them all of the support as we see supremacy of Call of Duty Mobile in here. Will they make history, Jericho, or will they fall before what can be said as the most dominant squad in the whole of Philippines?
This is it. This is where all bets are off. This is where you gotta win. If you wanna be that best team in the Philippines, this is where you start. And Ultimate E-Pro, they managed to get one step in. They've managed to get 3 wins, but they need 3 more, and this is it. We're gonna begin Hardpoint firing range. AJ, Smart Omega versus Ultimate E-Pro. Here we go.
Yeah, earlier on, we did not see the side of Smart Omega play the side of White Warehouse early on. Ultimate E-Pro picking it up this time around. You see the seriousness as Smart Omega sends in 4 players in for the back access. They take over White Warehouse first. 1 player dropping into clearing area to clear out the base. But it looks like Ultimate E-Pro are the braver ones who are on the hard point. They know what is going to be the point of contention for Smart Omega. And therefore, they don't fight for White Warehouse. They go in for the hard point first, and then they switch it around. But Smart Omega now pulling ahead in terms of the prowess, in terms of some of these skills. But hardpoint capture is what we are all talking about, what we are all looking for. And Jericho, Ultimate seems to be doing it right.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing as last time that they played Hardpoint on this map. They're just putting so much pressure, but now Omega finally getting some early points here. We'll try to tie it up, but look at Jabin on top as well. The help will be there, but the shots are not going. Finally takes him out, and Ultimate will get that scrap time. They're going to be able to reach 30 points at least. But look at Omega. First in the hill again, AJ in that second hill. Let's see if they can change the game now. They have to win gunfights here. This is going to be huge. Wow. But look at Yobobs just shooting. Wow. You can't let Yobobs do that to you. He's just making them pay for that. And look at Ultimate. They're going to be trying to breaking this hill.
Oh my lord, beautiful plays coming through, man. Ultimate E-Pro going in for the snuff, and they finally managed to take over the hard point as well. Smart Omega, they don't look too good. They don't look too fine. Ultimate E-Pro might run away with this yet again, but the challenge comes through, and they pick that hard point right back up. It's all going to be about those gunfights, but it's also going to be about the spawn control. And as you can see, Smart Omega spawning goddamn so far away from the point of contention, hard point, but thankfully they have got the hard point. Command center belongs to them, and Ultimate E-Pro seems to be finding it a little bit difficult winning these gunfights.
Yeah, they're just having a hard time now. 42-40. Here we go. Smart Omega finally taking the lead, AJ, and the hard point. They're finally getting the lead, but let's see the rotation to come in. We do see Ultimate already in the next hill, setting up already, and Omega back at P2. Didn't manage to rotate, but they need to win these gunfights if they need to get this retake. But look at Ultimate's setup. They're just set up properly. Everyone's getting trades, 10 beautiful shots coming with Fennec, and it's all Ultimate in the kill feed right now, AJ.
Oh, absolutely. look at the dominance of Ultimate E-Pro. They hold on to the spawn of shower room. They hold on to the shooting range. They are just spawning right behind the white warehouse. They've got an unlimited number of soldiers to continuously drop into the hard point and rake these points up for themselves. Smart Omega, they are being outsmarted on their own map that they used to dominate in the past. The kings of old, they stay in the past. Here comes the new kings perhaps. Ultimate E-Pro, 68 to 49. Contention once again, but Crush gets crushed. And Ultimate E-Pro take the hard point back.
Yeah, same mistakes coming in for Omega. You're just pushing one by one, not checking your corners. But here we go. Let's see. Idra's gonna be pushing here on his own. Tin takes out one. Crush will be there to help, but Candy is there for the trade. And look at that. Omega is there for the rotation, but they managed to lose it again. AJ, Ultimate is taking over this game. The mistakes that's happening for Omega is just really small. And if you're Omega, you shouldn't be able to do this. You should be able to make the right plays, but they're just having such a hard time right now, AJ.
All warfare is based on deception. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Ultimate E-Pro playing it to the T. But now Smart Omega, just with their mechanical capabilities, swoop in and they pick barrack huts away. And it's gonna be this hard point that potentially can swing Smart Omega into the driver's seat. But Ultimate E-Pro asking those questions immediately as they go in to pull that hard point away. The numbers game does not work at the time being. They get snuffed out, but the challenge in here, Crush should be able to do it, but Crush loses to who? To the one and only Yato. And Ultimate E-Pro are right back in this. 89 to 70, they're not letting Smart Omega pick these points up.
Yeah, it's still going to be contested, 89 to 70, but finally it's breaking up, and just like that, Omega, huge points here. They need these points to at least just start to slimmer down the lead, but as you can see, Ultimate E-Pro already going to be set up in the new one. Trailer control is huge, but Candy takes out one, Hydra takes out another one more plate to beat. It's going to be Yato, but Yato says good night. And now we do see Yobab as well in that steel house. It's gonna be a 90 point. I feel like the Ultimate they're just having their way right now, AJ. They have that points now, but Omega, momentum will be on their side right now.
And they are fighting over auto repair, but Ultimate E-Pro winning all of the gunfights. Yobabs goes in there for the slice. Ultimate E-Pro now 96 to 80. They are trying to go in all the way through. They need to pick up all of the points from this hard point, and it looks like that's exactly what they are doing. Finally, one player left in there. Yobabs, the guy who started things off, he is going to be holding on to the hard point solo in here, and AG drops in. Crush takes Yobabs out of the equation. Smart Omega try to make a comeback. 20 points in here. 20 seconds at the hard point. It's not gonna do them much good at all, but Ultimate E-Pro not caring at all. They step right back into the hard point, take these gunfights, and now they go in for that spawn control. They want to take over warehouse number 4 and trail into command center. Look at this perfection coming through from Ultimate E-Pro in terms of map mastery, Jericho.
Yeah, they're just having their way with it, but we do see the map now. Even though they got there first, Omegas is there. 3 players, they finally have control. They need this hill to get this comeback going, and Crush starting the comeback. Gravity Spike does not get anyone, but will spot one. Teammate is there to pick it up. Whoopi with the operator skill. You need to get every single kill right here if you're NRX. I mean, if you're Omega, my bad. And then we do see the Predator Missile coming out as well as the Sentry Gun. And Whoopi, Cluster Strike is in. Huge plays coming up for Whoopi. That's what they need. And now Omega, slowly but surely, they're climbing back up.
Oh, absolutely, man. 107 to 117. Just 10 points will separate them right now. Smart Omega with the smart plays, making the comeback at the command center, taking command of this game in itself. 114 to 117.
Oh, here we go.
Only one more point between them. They equal things up and they take control. Smart Omega, the kings of all. Are they going to be able to rise back up here? And B2 on for the rotation. Command center is the place where Smart Omega makes the comeback. In for White Warehouse. No early rotations this time round. They send Crush out there to go ahead and crush, and he does exactly that. He lives up to his name. Nate gets popped out.
No.
The backup from Yato comes through, and Ultimate E-Pro takes it away. But the ultimate challenge here is gonna be, how do you make it across? They won that hard point before it got unlocked, and now Cluster is gonna be difficult for Ultimate E-Pro now, Jericho.
Yeah, 10 more seconds here. Candy brings out the operating skill, but there's one more plate to beat. 2 more plates. There's going to be one more push. 5 seconds left. Ultimate Ebros are going to try to bash their heads in. Contested right now. 3 more seconds. One more plate to beat. And Yobabs is there. Just kill one, but the contestant is in. There's going to be Indra there to try to 1v1 right there. Can you get it? Yes, Indra does. And this should be game. But no, the contestant is there. Javen, AG, and 10. The contestant is in. 149, 124. Ultimate Ebro has control. Candy, they're trying to make a player just bashing their heads in. 149, 130. AJ, no player from Omega is close. They can still make a comeback here. This game is not yet over, AJ.
This game is not over at all. Ultimate Ebro should be able to finish this off. And now if they lose this side for even 1 second, it's all over. 140
Rotation,
now. 7
rotation.
seconds on the clock. Smart Omega has already gone in there and challenged enough. Beautiful plays. Crash, crashes it. Crashes it. And ends the game.
That 1 second. I saw what happened. Yato went out because he thought they could have rotated. Then Crush, he forced it so that no more rotation ends the game. And that was a shocker. A sloppy game for both teams, but in the end, where it mattered the most, Crush made the play. And now they are finally up on the board 1-0.
What a play, man. What a play. Both squads gave it their all. They played their rotations to perfection, and it was all down towards just pure gun skills, mechanical capability. Now, everybody all over the world, y'all want to know why I have not been shouting Whoopi the best sniper in the Philippines? Because Whoopi, my son, is becoming the best flex player on the side of Smart Omega. Watch this boy pick those MVP up. Jericho, back to back.
Yeah, even if he has a negative KD, the amount of engagements that he's doing, AJ, it mattered the most when he got the kills. Because, the death machine, that cluster strike, he fully streaked out. It really changed the game because it gave the boys of Omega time to get there and, set up properly. But, I'm going to give props to Ultimate. The way they broke that hill was just very beautiful. And it's just unfortunate that Crush, he made that play. EG went out. That was just so unfortunate, but you got to move on. Game 1 goes to Omega, and Summit, it's going to be S&D now. Let's see if it's going to be Smart Omega again, or will it be Ultimate ePro?
Yeah, so here's exactly where Ultimate ePro can try to perhaps secure a victory for themselves, right? Firing range is behind them. The gameplay, the tactic by Smart Omega seems to be working. Taking a straightforward matchup against Ultimate ePro is very difficult, and we saw PDR Esports pay such a high price for it. Why? Because out of war, man, Ultimate ePro, they hid their supreme gameplays. They hid exactly what they could do out there on those maps from everybody. They even had you and me fooled, Jericho. And they stepped it up against PDR today, and they are stepping it up against Smart Omega. That was close, 150 to 143, regardless of whether or not Smart Omega wanted to toss that verse series in here. They are playing with fire, man. You give Ultimate ePro an inch, they will take a mile.
Yes, they will take a mile, and I'm just shocked, AJ. I was looking at the highlights over the stream. It's just that last play. I just want to see. Actually, Yato went in, but the contest didn't count, AJ. So it was just unfortunate. It is what it is. But now, game number 2, AJ. Ultimate ePro versus Smart Omega. Summit S&D, AJ. Will Ultimate take it home again, or will Smart finally get one S&D up on the board? Here we go, AJ.
Let's see if or not they play the map. Whoopi almost taken down, backs away. Lucky for him, he didn't make that jump. Jabin now trying to go in for the push and find an opener. Tin takes down one of the aggressive players from the side of Smart Omega, and Crush makes his exit as well. Ultimate ePro, what a quick first round.
Yeah, 20 seconds, 25, AJ? It was just a full-on gunfight galore, and the Ultimate boys just took him out. And if you're Omega, now you can try to slow it down. Because, if you're having a hard time with the gunfights right now, if you're being tense and it's not really working for you, you got to slow it down right now. And right now we do see Ultimate. They're also going to slow it down. The defense is going to be slower, but the push is coming in. You do see the bomb will be able to go to A. Bomb will go down immediately. Jay-Z will be the bomb carrier. And now it's going to be a stalemate right now.
I need to apologize, man. How can I disrespect Garlic by not mentioning him in here and only mention Rekka's name? Come on, Garlic, join us in the comment section. Let's see if or not you guys can find a few plays for Phantasma.
Oh my god.
These guys, one day when they catch me in the Philippines, dude, I'm gonna run.
Now we do see a 3v2. AJ, bomb is down, 15 seconds left. Ultimate, they're trying their best to make the retake, but the setup is rare. And OJZ just gets one huge kill. That's all you need right there. And if you're one more player, Idra gets taken out. It's their time. That thing is in. Does he make it? Does he make it? Does he make it? Time. The bomb is 1-0. Second, does he make it? Yes, he does.
Oh Lord! What a clutch, bro!
Wow, that is so unfortunate if you're Omega. All you had to do was play time. And you let it go.
Let's see, man. Let's see if or not they'll continuously push the bar this way, right? Because once again, Ultimate E Pro, they are fire. And if Smart Omega wants to play with that fire, better be ready to get burned, man. Get those bandages prepared. The side of Ultimate E Pro, Jabin opening things up against Captain JZ, snuffs him out real quick, and now Fennec and Andy should be able to take Crush out of the equation as well. Tin with the backstab, but a very smart decision by him to back away from that opportunity. Jabin takes advantage, drops Whoopi out of the equation, and he should be able to drop back in here. This is the defending side of Ultimate E Pro, absolutely crushing Smart Omega.
Yeah, bomb is down. Yato takes out Idra. It's gonna be a 5v2. He takes out Candy, but Crush finally gets one, but it's a 1v4. But if he pulls this off, this is the greatest 1v5 we're ever gonna see. But let's see if he can do it. Does get one more, gets away with his life, but will get the call out from his team. Gets inside the terminal. Can he try to make a player? But I feel like he's gonna be able to get taken out. Jabin says hello. And now it's gonna be 3-0, and AJ. I mean, it's the same story right now. 3-0 again from Ultimate E Pro. Smart Omega has no answers for the S&D right now, AJ.
Yeah. Amen, my friend. I mean, let's see exactly what Smart Omega has in here. One of the biggest game changers in the Search and Destroy usually used to be Whoopi, but you know, the guy's not finding his snipes. And once again, that's the trade-off, right? You want to go in, you want to practice being a great flex player, you have to sacrifice the time on those snipes. And,
oh my god.
And you will have other people just picking things up. Tin just absolutely running through the players of Smart Omega. And now it's a 3-2. The numbers don't look good for the good old Kings.
Yeah, it's just having such a hard time right now. Like, look at Idra and Jay-Z left in there, but the trigger discipline. But Aziz gets one. Now it's gonna be 2v2. That should be able. That's the information you need to rotate to B, and I think they should be running right now to B because no one is there. But Jabin on the flank, they can actually plant the bomb now, but they're taking their precious little time here, and Jabin will be able to sneak right behind them. But let's see, they're separated actually. There is going to be a trade for Omega if Jabin does spot one. Let's see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, 2-2. Jabin Yobab's taking it up against Jay-Z as well as Idra. Jay-Z has got the bomb in his hands and he's going to go in for a quick plant at Bravo. And I love the smoke just before that approach, just blinding the players of Ultimate E Pro. Jabin taking advantage, but he does not drop Jay-Z out of the equation. Beautiful response comes through from the side of Idra, and he will be able to force Jabin off of his teammate. Beautiful plays by both sides, and it's just a standoff. Shots coming through, hit markers, but no kills at all, Jericho.
Yeah, everyone's getting nervous, a little bit nervous now, but Jay-Z, they're gonna force the plant here. He's gonna get taken out. Jay-Z, pull up to you to 1v2. No bomb will not be planted, and Jay-Z, he has to go for the kill. Will plant the bomb. He's gonna plant the bomb. But look at the boys from Ultimate. The timing will be perfect. The bait is in. Jay-Z to spot 1, 10 seconds. He has to plant the bomb. Bomb will be planted. Here we go. Will Javen get the timing? Javen's gonna get that timing. Jay-Z spots one, but gets taken out. Beautiful plays coming out from Ultimate. 4-0 AJ. And just like that, Ultimate, they're down 4-0. They're up 4-0 AJ.
Yeah, it's just perfection, man. We even have Game By, the coach of Phantasma, in the house as well. The whole gang of Phantasma is in the house here. They are just trying to look for, why is it that these guys are in here and we are not, right? Because, dude, Phantasma they brought in so much of firepower, so much of promise into the competition. But it was quite an early exit from them, man. I didn't expect to see them go down in that way. Similar to how we are not expecting Smart Omega to go down in this way at that Search and Destroy as well. The level of competition in the Philippines is just so different. A whole different breed altogether, Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're playing is just perfect. You know, even they're playing so campy, which is amazing. Yato gets one. Candy finally gets the trade as well. It's a 4v4. Here we go. But we do see Yobabs across right there. Can Whoopi try to kick him out? But no, Yato Jamin just takes out 3 members. Yobab says goodnight to Candy. And just like that, it's a 1v4 again.
Thank you for coming. Hydra winning that shot up against Tin. It is unfortunate, right? Tin's not going to be able to get those long shots off with the Fennec. Hydra and his Holger, on the other hand, should be able to, cause a little bit of trouble. But he's taking on Jabin, Yato, as well as Yobabs. I'm not sure exactly what sort of artillery Yato brought in here. But Jabin alone is enough to take this equal fight up against Hydra. The numbers don't look good, my friend. And Smart Omega might just give away the 5th round as well.
Yeah, gets one there. That's 1v3, but Yato is there for the trade. And just like that, 5-0. We're about to end game number 2. AJ, 5-0.
And Desma themselves now in the comment section. All the Desma families in the house, bro. Dude, this is what I love about the Philippines. This is what I love about the Philippines. It's all about the support. It's all about the love. It's all about building the community and sticking by each other. On the battlefield, we are enemies, but outside, we are all family. Ultimate E-Pro getting it done well. Yato drops Captain JZ out of the equation. This may be for Kia, but this is also for the supremacy of Ultimate E-Pro. 5-0 match point. Can they finish it off now, Jericho?
Yeah, and we do see Bomb will go down by Yato. And look at the Omega boys. They're not even near. But Candy does spot one. Just a little bit nerve. But the manages to stag Jabin just a little bit. One more shot there. But he is one shot. Information is given. Let's see how Omega's going to go for the retake. I think they're going for the full-on retake on the backside of the map. But we do see number 1, which is Whoopi. We'll open things up here with the snipe. But it's just going to be a slow push. 25 seconds. They have to start moving. They don't have much time. Hydra gets taken out by Yato. Yobabs gets one. Jabin gets one as well. And it's on to Whoopi. We're going to game number 3 right here. But Whoopi tries to get it. But game number 3 is now in the next...
Yato.
It's the next game. I just lost my chain of thought because of what was happening.
Yato, why you do my son like that, man? Why? Whoopi was about to pop off. He took that first shot. The second aim was absolutely solid. He was about to go in for the second quick scope, and Yato just ended that a little bit too early. I'm disappointed with Yato. He should have allowed Whoopi to play a little bit, shine a little bit, and then switch it off. What a play, man. What a performance by Ultimate E-Pro, making a comeback in here. Smart Omega may be at the very top. Smart Omega may be the king of Philippines, but Ultimate E-Pro just showing that the art of deception can bring you quite a long way.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're playing, now Jabin with the top frag, 8 and 7. 8 from Jabin, 7 from Yato. It was just an even playing field. And Whoopi actually almost ended the game with a 0-kill game, AJ, but he managed to get that last kill in that last round. But that S&D was just... I'm sorry to say it was just terrible by Smart Omega. But then again, it is the map pick of Ultimate E-Pro. But then again, you can't be dropping 6-0 in Grand Finals. It's the Grand Finals, AJ.
It's the Grand Finals, and it's Smart Omega dropping 6 back-to-back rounds. And I was thinking that they were sharp on Search and Destroy, but it looks like not as sharp as Ultimate E-Pro. And now this pushes on into Raid. Ultimate E-Pro, they can string this on. They've got the momentum, not just from that previous match, not just from that Search and Destroy at Summit, but just from the previous series, as well as the series from PDR Esports as well earlier on, where they took a tremendous 3-0 victory on them, man. Hopefully, we will be able to see a similar storyline here as well. But, it's going to be quite tough. 3-1, sorry. It's going to be quite tough, Jericho.
Yeah, it's really going to be tough, I mean, right now, if, Omega, they're probably demoralized right now in what's happening, getting 6-0. It's never a nice. It's never nice to see that, but they have to move on. Just regain, forget about it. Game number 3, let's reset. Here we go. Game number 3, domination on Raid. AJ. If Omega wants to win this, they can't have a sloppy game. They need to be on point here. And if you're Ultimate, just keep doing the same thing you're doing. You're doing great, and they have everything that they need here. So let's see what happens here, AJ.
Ultimate E-Pro once again starting off from the Special Forces base. The strongest side, as Jericho and I would like to call it, because it gives you access into Laundry first. And if you have Laundry, picking up that B flag just becomes so much more easier. Straight up gunfights taken up by Tin as well as Gang. And they should be able to open up the B flag for themselves, but they don't spot Captain Jay-Z, who takes that backstab and takes Yobabs out of the equation as well. Now Jay-Z is going to get dropped from a backstab coming through from Tin, who manages to get himself back on towards that B flag attack. Beautiful plays coming through for the side of Smart Omega. And now they look strong to pick that B flag up. Prevention will be brought forth by Yobabs. Ultimate E-Pro. They are game, Jericho.
Yeah, they're really game here, but now Omega finally starting off really well, and they have managed to capture B, but they're gonna give up C. Ultimate E-Pro, you can take B, but they'll overextend to C. And here we go, Ultimate E-Pro, the pinch is coming in, all stuns are coming in, but Whoopi is there to get 2. EG with the trade, and now Ultimate E-Pro, they have control of A and C. Let's see what Omega's going to do. Are they gonna overextend? Yes, they are. A flag will be their choice, but Yato will try to defend on his own.
22 to 19 now. Smart Omega falling behind in domination. It's not like Hardpoint, right? You fall back a little bit too far, and that comeback play is just so difficult. And it also depends on the timer, right? If you leave it for a little bit too late, you need to secure a triple cap to make a comeback, and we've seen exactly how that sort of a unfortunate situation prevents some of these teams from making it all the way through. 28 to 32 now. Ultimate E-Pro have their eyes set on that B flag, and they bring those numbers in as well to pick it up. They should be able to complete it now.
Yeah, they should be able to complete it here. And Jabin fully streaked out. Candy, the prevention gameplay is there, but the Predator missile will be ready at the disposal. But look at Omega. All alone, there's the Pred. Gets a double kill right there. 2-piece coming in for Jabin, but it's a close game, AJ. 41 to 37. Let's see what's going to happen here next. Ultimate has control of everything right now. And AG just having his time, spawn trapping Omega at Laundry side.
Let's see exactly what Smart Omega has got in terms of the play, because they've taken Garden over already, and this is the strong side. Like you said, Jericho, Special Forces space in towards Laundry. Candy takes over, jumps out of the window just to get a better position for himself. Beautiful backstab being pulled off now. Slip and slide from Jabin, but he gets taken out anyway. Candy still staying alive, going in for the flush. Should be able to pull out the equalizer now, but he wants to wait for that opportune moment. Yato steps in front, snuffs him out. Lucky Candy did not pull the equalizer out at that point. And Yato with the 2-piece for himself will be able to clear off that marker on the B flag. Ultimate E-Pro running away to the halfway point.
I mean, that was so close, Candy. If he got that kill, I feel like Omega would have captured B. But now, Omega again. Now, it was the same story as the first half, AJ. But now just a little bit closer. If you're Omega, you're a bit happier with that. And if you're Ultimate, you're just having your time. Because, Jabin has full streaks. He has a cluster and a strategy to use. So next round, it's going to be very difficult for Omega trying to make a comeback unless a miracle can happen. And ito na nga, here we go. Let's see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, and a miracle that perhaps needs to fall in their way is an early cap on that B flag, right? Now they've got the Special Forces base, which means they will be able to take control of Laundry. But are they going to take a straightforward matchup, or will they pull a difference? Remember earlier, we saw Tin go for that backstab access into Laundry very early on. And Tin now, player number 4, he is going to take that straightforward fight, but you need to keep your eyes on Jabin. And it looks like Candy calls that play out, snaps Jabin out of the equation, and they will be able to perhaps go on, but unfortunately for him, Tin is at that central garden, takes over that situation. Smart Omega with the early push in towards Bravo. Let's see if or not they can cap it.
Yeah, I mean, I like what Jay-Z can do here. If he gets his skill, they'll be able to capture B. Okay, now they did. Here comes the control. Jay-Z with that damage gets 3 kills in a row. Can he give me 4? But there we go. Omega, look at that push. But AG with the gravity vortex, he gets 3. And just like that, it stops the push for Omega. 84 to 64. B is not get captured. And Ultimate E-Pro making huge plays in the second half, AJ.
Oh, absolutely, man. And that's going to be the main reason as to why Ultimate E-Pro wins this eventually. Smart Omega, no matter how much they try, they just seem to be a little bit outshined here by the side of Ultimate E-Pro. They are going all out. Look at the dominance right now. And we should be able to see Jabin go in for the prevention on Garden. But no, he does not take a step forth. He wants to play Laundry, and he will be stuck there. Bravo as well as Charlie in the hands of Ultimate E-Pro. And Garden does not get taken back. Jabin still waiting for all of those traps that he can spring onto these players. Crush just crushing it. Finally gets taken down 100-76. Ultimate E-Pro might actually run away with this, Jericho.
Yeah, they might be able to run away with this. If it hits 120, this should be a GG. But if you're Omega, you got to start winning your gunfights now right here. Every single gunfight is important. You're playing for the grand finals right here. And Ultimate, they're just having their way with it. The overextension should come in here. Number 2 and 4. But Yo Bob takes out Jay-Z. Overplayed to beat Whoopies at the back. But here comes the sentry gun. Here comes the score streaks. And Javen just having his time of his life right here. And Omega just really struggling with all their gunfights, AJ. And Ultimate is running away with this, AJ.
Oh, let's see if or not the side of Smart Omega will be able to pull in any plays whatsoever. 120 mark right now. Smart Omega, they not only need to cap that B flag, they have to go in here and potentially grab a triple cap for a while as well. Smart Omega, but even that play does not come through. It is a that B flag pull right back into the side of Ultimate E-Pro. And yep, they will run away with this. They will take the victory on this game. There's no comeback now, is there, Jericho?
At this point, there isn't any comeback anymore unless they can do a miracle, you know, unless something can happen. But the cluster strike is in 138-95, AJ. Oh my, I can't believe it, but we are actually gonna go to a game number 4, AJ, and Ultimate E-Pro. They're just having their way with it, AJ. They're just winning every single gunfight, and Omega has no answer whatsoever to this team, AJ.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, you know, we will not have it any other way. 147, let's just call it 150-101. Game over, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ultimate E-Pro takes the second match out of this best out of 5.
Are we witnessing a changing of the guard? What is happening?
I believe we might just have this right in front of us, man. I mean, Ultimate E-Pro, they have proven what they are worth. They needed to come in here with the impossible, and that impossible was to number 1, beat PDR, who had already beaten them in the competition so far. That second impossible thing to do was to go in and reset the brackets. They got that completed with a 3-0. And now the third and final impossible thing to do, eliminate the kings of old from this competition. Smart Omega, they played with fire. They about to get burned.
I mean, the way they played Domination, Omega, they played it as they wanted. They had their moments, but it was just the big plays by every single player of Ultimate. You know, I mean, even Tin went 10-18, but it didn't matter because Jabin, AG, Yobabs, and Yato, they were doing everything for him. And if you're Omega, you know, Idra, you can't go 11-18 at this point, at this stage of the tournament. You know, I would have understood if this was group stage, AJ, but this is the grand finals, and they're not just playing up to par right now. They're just really struggling right now, AJ.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And, you know, I don't know what sort of a match we can anticipate in here. 150-143, that was very, very close for Smart Omega, but they made that final moment comeback. At Summit, it was just a one-sided match for Search and Destroy, Ultimate E-Pro. They grabbed the money in that matchup. And then in Raid, one of the best maps that we have seen Ultimate E-Pro go in here and perform. They perform yet again, taking a 150-101 victory over Smart Omega. They wanted to play with fire, Jericho. They wanted to play with fire.
Oh my God. You know what? We should can turn back time to the good old days. They could have just banned takeoff, you know, but I guess, you know, it is what it is, but, you know, not yet over. Game number 4. But then again, it's the pick of Ultimate E-Pro. We saw what they did to PDR. Can they do it to Omega? And if you're Omega, win every gunfight. You are playing for your life. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Yep, let's see exactly what Smart Omega pulls off in here. The first player from their side going in for a straightforward push, but I want to see exactly what Idra has in mind. Straight up into the control room. He's winning his gunfights, and he makes sure a control room belongs to the side of Smart Omega. Beautiful plays coming through, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for the side of Smart Omega to pick up those initial points, but Ultimate ePro immediately pushing their way in here. Yobab snuffs out that 1 point man that Smart Omega had on that hard point, and it's back-to-back in terms of gunfight, but Ultimate ePro now pick those points up for themselves.
I mean, right now, early beginnings right here. Gunfights are ensuing, but we do see Yobabs on that power position. We'll have a huge gunfight here. Takes out Whoopi. We'll spot one more, but Jabin is just there. He's just trying to get some points. 20 and 10 right now. But now we do see Crush there in the hill as well. But look at the positioning of Omega. They're already setting up for the next hill. Smart plays coming in from both teams. They just want to get some time of that. They don't need a lot of time there, so second hill will be important. So here comes the double protection from both sides. Let's see if Ultimate ePro can manage to break this.
What is Smart Omega doing with the early rotations, right? Hopefully it works out for them, and Ultimate ePro. What did we just see? Crush actually losing a KRM battle? It's a little bit peculiar, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. 33-17, Smart Omega now. They are falling back, but they've got the hard point. Question is for how long? Gunfights, and the players from the side of Ultimate ePro trickling in from cranes, and they will be able to ask those questions, but beautiful control of the map by Smart Omega, forcing Ultimate ePro to spawn all the way at generators. But still, no matter what the challenge, Ultimate ePro made their way right back into the hard point.
I mean, Ultimate ePro, they're just having their way with it. But now finally, Smart Omega finally gets that hill. But here we go. Crush and Candy being the duo. And they're finally going to get this last seconds here. They need to get all this time in order to get that rotation. Early rotation. Crush and Idra get some kills. And here comes the rotation, AJ. Can Smart Omega get that early rotation and win those gunfights? But if you look at the map, Yobab just took out Candy and Idra. 10 taking out Jay-Z as well. Smart Omega just having such a hard time in this game right now, AJ. But remember, it's never chalked, and I feel like Smart Omega, they need to win this next one. They need to break it properly. So let's see what happens here.
Well, first of all, they've gone in there and they took control of the generator spawn, which is a great step to go in towards speed 3. And now the fight ensues. The gunfights, on the other hand, all won by Ultimate ePro. Back to back now, they win the hardpoint over. It's sheer dominance of those gunfights. Mechanical supremacy. I never thought I would ever say there is a team that is better than Smart Omega. 65-40. Look at Ultimate ePro run away with this now. But the boys aren't giving up. The fight is still in here. Smart Omega, they still have those clutch spawns. They come in here with the pitch to take it back.
Oh my. Yeah, but Jabin with the old gravity vortex making those two huge kills right here. We do see Yato, but look at Jabin just there, getting help from his teammate. The triple shots coming in, but Smart Omega just having a hard time here. 78-79, 42-80 right here. This is the rotation. Look at Smart Omega on your map, AJ. This is gonna be it. This next hill is very huge for them because this can make them tie it and also get the lead, or Ultimate ePro can run away with it with this next one.
Can they make it, man? Will Ultimate ePro be able to pull off the biggest upset in the Philippines? Smart Omega, are we gonna see them drop this? The kings of all, perhaps. Ultimate ePro, they pick that hard point up once again. This is P4, and yes, we do see the sentry setup. Yes, that Predator missile comes through as well. Smart Omega, they are lost. They go in for these fights, but they don't seem to be able to win any one of those gunfights. Yobab sets himself up with the death machine, and this might just be the ultimate finisher for the side of Ultimate ePro. They cannot end it here at P4.
Oh my God.
We have to move on into Fountain, but Ultimate ePro, they are running away with this, Jericho.
I mean, this is just mayhem all over. The 120 to 146. Game's not gonna end, of course, AJ. First hill rotation, but the damage has been done, AJ. 125, 128 to 46, and they just need one more hill to end this and solidify themselves as one of the best team right now in the Philippines. But let's see if they can do it. But Omega, you can't count them out. They can still make a comeback here, but they need to start winning their gunfights right here, AJ.
Game over, man. 130 to 46, bro. We've seen too many of these. Smart Omega, unfortunately, is not going to be able to scrap all of this through. Look at the cluster come through for the side of Ultimate
Oh my
ePro.
God.
This is finisher. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you your brand new kings, the miracle, the ones who know the art of war. Smart Omega fighting all the way back through, but 6 more points for Ultimate E-Pro to bring this to a close, Jericho. Something that was unthinkable. Ultimate E-Pro, they go in here to pull it off.
Yeah, they have to pull up 2 more points and just, not yet over, but the contest isn't in. But can Crush try to do something here on his own? 4 more seconds. Is it going to end in this hill? I think it's not going to end this in hill. Yes, it's not. It's still alive. Second hill. The rotation's coming in. But 1 more point is all you need for your ultimate. 1 good push. But let's see what happens here next, AJ.
This is an impossible comeback, but will the Kings of Comeback make sure it is possible? Sin taken out of the equation. Smart Omega, what a perfect, amazing push now. Out of nowhere, the boys are alive. The hills are alive as well, as Hardpoint now is in absolute fire. That same fire that Smart Omega wanted to poke around with burns them as Ultimate E-Pro becomes the champions of Philippines.
Sudden impact, complete upset. I don't even know how to describe it. Ultimate E-Pro loser bracket run to the grand finals, double best of 5, and now they're champions. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
What a play, man. What a play. What a series. What a championship. Jericho, there's nothing more that we could have asked for. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The Philippines delivered, man. What a play. Congratulations, champions. Congratulations, kings. Congratulations to the brand new faces of the Philippine scene. Call of Duty Mobile have got brand new kings now, Jericho.
Yeah, brand new kings, well deserved. They just, you see, look at Yobab just dancing, and the scoreboard says it all, AJ. Idra, yes, he stepped up 23 and 21 from Crush and Idra, but Tin with 27, Yobab's at 29, AJ. When it mattered the most, Yobab stepped it up, and it just unfortunate. If you're Whoopi and Jay-Z 11 and 25, 11 23, you can't be having that. But it's just a change of guard, AJ. This is it. We're witnessing history right here, AJ.
Yeah, beautiful, man. Unbelievable effort from the side of Ultimate E-Pro. What a play. We need to see this again. The scores, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as we opened up this series. Dude, Ultimate E-Pro, you said it, Jericho, went on an impossible run into the lower brackets. They won their matchup as well. They stayed in there. They beat PDR Esports to earn the right to fight Smart Omega, and they did not disappoint. They go in, they reset the brackets, and they take a 3-1 victory. Firing range was a great fight from Smart Omega, but from then on end, it was all the way through Ultimate E-Pro, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, I have to say, I have to emphasize, all warfare is based on deception. And Ultimate E-Pro are the kings of this war.
Just crazy, speechless, man. You get eliminated in your upper bracket by PDR. You go down, you remove Phantasma from the situation, and then after that you take out PDR again, you take out Omega, you 3-0'd them, reset the bracket, 3-1, you're champions. They deserve it. These guys, they've been grinding for so long, always been out of the top 6 ever since in Reborn, and now they've finally got their chip, and I'm proud of them. It's a great story, but that's just amazing. It's just Ultimate E-Pro. They can match up with Omega. And
They beat the crap out of them.
I know, but AJ, remember you said that you weren't buying any of the Omega. You thought it was like part of the plan. I told you they were playing really bad, And this is why they got exposed in that first series. And then the second series, they tried their best, but in the end, it was just all Ultimate E-Pro.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate for the Kings of All. And now we have got two big brands in the Philippines who we know have got the quality to represent the flag of the Philippines at the Garena qualifiers. Only one team will be able to make it through from said qualifiers through to the Call of Duty Mobile World Championship 2021 presented by Sony. Albeit we are disappointed with just that one slot, but we are thankful for that one slot. Who will it be? Who will represent Garena now? That's going to be the question on everybody's minds, Jericho.
Yep, that's going to be the question, and that's going to be the challenge for both these Filipino teams, for Ultimate and for OMG. Can they match up with the Sharpers, the Almighties, the RSG, the Crackheads, all those other teams, DG, you have a FPX, all these teams, they have, now that's the next step, it's done to play against your fellow brothers, but now it's time to play against the rest of Garena, so that's going to be the next step for both teams, AJ.
What a play, man. I mean, Ultimate E-Pro, once again, it's a double in terms of playing mind games, right? They made themselves look so weak by getting kicked into the lower brackets. And once they got into the lower brackets, they snuffed out Phantasma. They snuffed out Phantasma 3-0, and it was a shocker. Even Phantasma was like, what in the world just happened? We were thinking that Phantasma had a terrible day back then. Yeah, it looks like Smart Omega is going to be joining Phantasma on that little boat of sadness as well, man. Ultimate E-Pro just went rampage on all of them, and they take the cake. Sorry, I forgot one team. Put PDR Esports into that boat as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like that, it is what it is, AJ. And actually, AJ, I can't even gather my chain of thought. I'm still actually shocked with what happened, AJ.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so
I mean, nobody expected the Kings of All to fall, man. Smart Omega, it's a brand new brand. Not the brand new brand. You guys know what I mean. But it's the first time Smart Omega is making its entrance into the Call of Duty mobile scene. This was not NRX Jeremiah 2911. This was Smart Omega. The brand, unfortunately, did not make the cut. But here's the small little bright side, that perhaps Smart Omega can look at. They've qualified in here for the Garena Invitationals. For the Garena qualifiers. And if you did not make it through here, we still have time to go back to the drawing board and figure out exactly what went wrong and try to fix it up, man. I think this was all lost initially with the map vetoes. You and I both agreed on that earlier on, Jericho. I feel like the boys from Smart Omega should have been a little bit more tactical with the vetoes. And this Eternally was technically lost to bad maps.
Yeah, I feel like that bad ever since when I saw that Hackney, I just was like, okay, that's just I believe you just it just changed the whole game, honestly. And then and then I think Ultimate, they banned standoff. I think I forgot what map was it, but it wasn't takeoff. Crossfire. Yeah, they knew Crossfire. Yeah, and then first game it turned into a hardpoint of firing range. I mean, it's just weird. Like, I don't know if you have the coin toss, the advantage should be yours, but I feel like the advantage went to Ultimate, AJ.
Absolutely, right. And Smart Omega, usually for Hardpoint, we know they love playing it either at Summit, or recently they've shown us that they love playing Hardpoint at Takeoff as well. But it just turned out so badly for them. We didn't even get to see much of a performance from the side of Smart Omega in this Takeoff against Ultimate E-Pro. Albeit, yes, it was a great play from them, but Ultimate E-Pro ultimately stepped it up, man. They took Takeoff to a whole new level. They were playing rotations. I thought that Smart Omega had quite great map control here as well, but Ultimate E-Pro, they just find a way to squeeze in there.
Yeah, Ultimate E-Pro, they just find a way to squeeze in, do everything that they can. The young guns, honestly, Yato and Yobabs, and then just making play after play after play. And then the veteran Jabin, just showing why he's been so relevant in this game. And especially EG with those huge plays on his own as well. Everyone just stepped up. Smart Omega had no answer. They would always start super flat, and in the end would try to make a comeback, but it just didn't. It just didn't pan out, AJ.
Yeah, it just didn't pan out. And Ultimate ePro now they have got an even bigger task, man. They literally not only have they won this particular championship, they have taken the title away from Smart Omega, the NRX Jeremiah 2911 of old. And they also have taken away that huge marker on the backs of Smart Omega and placed it on themselves. And now they are probably going to get hit markers placed on their heads all over the place, man. Yo Babs playing the soldier of the game. This guy, together with Yato, quite honestly,
Crazy.
the whole of the Ultimate Squad, they were on another level. All of them deserve to be soldiers of the games. We should be seeing all of their faces here, man.
Yeah, I believe the whole team should be able here, but Yobab's making the most out of it with 19 kills, 1.77 kill death ratio. Just utter domination, sudden impact by these players. I mean, it's just crazy, but they deserve it, AJ. They really do.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, they earned all of those opportunities. Once again, it's not easy at all making a low bracket run.
It's never. I mean, you want to win. You want to win with the least games possible. You don't want to go all the way from the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, and you know, we were thinking that they were going to get tired or whatsoever. In the first opening series against Smart Omega, they 3-0'd them, bro. They 3-0'd them. And I thought that, you know, maybe Smart Omega, they weren't taking this seriously enough. They were definitely playing with fire because they were quite weak placed. Vetoes were weak. The rotations were weak. Those gunfights were weak. Today, Smart Omega, they were just off and they could not get it done. And Ultimate ePro, they played the game of deception. And finally, when an opportunity arrived for them to capitalize, why would they say no? They grabbed it for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, to kick the kings down and take the throne, give it to me. I mean, what? That's an extra 100,000 pesos on the line there as well, Jericho.
Yeah.
Bonuses for everyone.
Yeah, and you know, I don't buy any of this. I'm reading comments actually, and I'm kind of getting tilted because they were saying that Omega threw it. I'm like, why would you throw a grand final? No. It's just a matter of Ultimate played better. They were hungrier.
Yeah.
They wanted it more.
Yeah.
Omega played poorly. It is what it is. It happens
Yes.
to the best of us. No one wants to lose, but you know, someone has to lose. So it's the
Yeah.
way of the road. That's esports. That's Call of Duty. You know. So I mean,
Exactly.
let's just be happy that we have two teams that are actually going to the next stage, and we can both
Yeah.
support them to try to qualify for the world. So I mean,
Yeah.
Ultimate just played better. That's it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, any one of you who has got any other thing to say apart from what Jericho just mentioned, perhaps show us a couple of screenshots, maybe a little bit of data of you winning each and every single ranked match yourself. You know, pretty much impossible, man, because Call of Duty Mobile is just like that. You jump in, you win some games, you lose some games. At the end of the day, it's all about that map mastery. It's all about those gunfights that are so important. And when it mattered, Ultimate ePro made sure that they were the shining stars. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's break it down all the way from the day one of the playoffs, right? Phantasma took on Smart Omega, where they got kicked out 3-0 down into the lower brackets. And then PDR Esports met Ultimate ePro. And Ultimate ePro actually bowed down to PDR Esports at this point to get thrown into that lower bracket. And that's exactly where their story actually started. Smart Omega went on to win 3-0 against PDR Esports to put a rematch opener for us in this day today. And that's exactly how we opened up the day. Ultimate ePro took the 3-1 very well-deserved victory over PDR Esports, and at times even surprising. I did not think they would be able to do it, but they were so convincing in that series. And then they went on into the grand finals, Jericho, where they took a 3-0, and I still did not have 100% confidence. These boys, they won me over at takeoff.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, you know. I mean, they convinced me ever since they won 3-0 first round finals, and then obviously that game number 2 on the second series with the 6-0 S&D. It was already a GG, man. But I mean,
absolutely.
but here Here we go, AJ. You know, both Smart Omega and Ultimate E Pro are advancing to the World Championship Garena qualifier. So that is a win for both, at least, AJ. But obviously, Ultimate E Pro, the champions of this Philippine tournament.
It's a very very big responsibility that Ultimate E Pro now has, and they'll get to feel a little bit of what the Kings have been feeling for quite a while, man. All eyes on them, and they are literally the prize. Everybody will be looking to take down the Kings of Philippines, the brand new Kings of Philippines. But at the end of the day, Philippines, don't forget, both brands, Smart Omega as well as Ultimate E Pro, will be representing that Filipino flag when we move on to the Garena qualifiers, Jericho.
Yeah, well, we're gonna watch out for all those teams, obviously. But now they're gonna be part of that pool of the Garena, the best Garena teams in Asia, and that's the next task for them. You know, they can celebrate if you're Ultimate E Pro, but if you're Omega, back to the drawing board. So we're gonna see. Let's see what's gonna happen next, AJ.
Absolutely, man. I cannot wait to see what else this journey has for these boys. But ladies, German boys and girls, we do not have a lot of information on the Garena qualifiers. So as soon as we do get a little bit of info on that, we will most definitely be sharing it out with all of you guys. Ladies, German boys and girls, my name is AJ. I'm the Mustachio down here with the one and only Jericho. Thank you so much for having us here today. Congratulations once again, Ultimate E Pro, in picking up that crown for yourselves. And as we move
Take
on,
it.
let's see whether or not Philippines can once again rise up to the top, or it's gonna be turned around. Once again, ladies, German boys, girls, my name is AJ. I'm the Mustachio down here with Jericho, signing off. Y'all
See
take
you guys.
care.
Shout out TGT and Gabby.